I want to play in Europe. What the hell does that mean, right? Because Europe could be Latvia, Luxembourg.
No one's talking about Latvia or Luxembourg, dumbass.
For you to want to just shove it in there, start with a smaller finger, especially if this is the first time. Start with a smaller finger and go slow.
I mean, there's a lot of things that need to change.
Honey, eating it is the best thing that you can do for your man.
I want people to realize I'm just human. I'm just human, and I make mistakes.
So this guy, Derek, wants to know, is putting your tongue in an ass really the thing to do?
Yeah, it feels really good.
Yeah, just, it's a weird one, I think.
And I know you want me to toss your salad too, don't you? All right, on that note.
What are you saying, bro? You are.
Stop, bro! Stop, bro, help me and stop!
I swear to God I hit go live. I swear to God I did.
I jumped on here and you're sitting there talking. I thought you were like, we're live.
Going. Yeah.
I'm like, oh man. All right.
I must have just barely missed the go live button or something, because I went through the whole intro and everything. So anyhow, we're here, folks, ready for this lovely, and we'll put the starting lineup here in a second, but actually we'll create our own.
I'm not sure why I can't fucking find this game on Soccerway.
Oh no, it's on Paramount Plus. Oh, US Soccerway, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can put up the whatevers. But can we create our own starting 11 here? Because I do think this is going to be a standard 4-2-3-1. I really do. I think we're back to normal here.
Do we actually need to do a lineup?
Yeah, like one of those little things we put together. I guess there's a few things here we need to talk about right away, which is number one, after the Jonathan Tannenwald article of yesterday, which, by the way, is actual real journalism. Thank you, Jonathan Tannenwald, for exploring specifically the Reina question. But Poach's remarks saying, he's just not fit in the way he needs to be to play for us. I guess, but it's not like we played some crazy, intense high line against Panama. So that doesn't mean, if that's what you wanted to play, you should have brought fucking Aronson.
We had the intensity wasn't the factor against Panama. We played like shit. Simple as that. We didn't really press. There was
no creativity. Yep. We passed it sideways, we passed it backwards. If you want to say that's not intense, you're right. That is not intense. If that's what you're saying, then yes, there was no intensity. Because when we got possession, we just reverted back to Greg ball, which is let's just kick it around. Let's not hit them quick before they can get back in the low block. No, there just wasn't any of that. So if that's what we're talking about, what people are talking about as far as a lack of oomph, a lack of intensity, yes, that was not there. That's how you break a low block, is that when they've got possession and they lose it, you hit them quickly before they can get back to it. And we didn't do that. We kicked it around. Kicked it around the horn. So let's see if that changes. I mean, the whole thing's going to change because I think we're playing a standard 4-2-3-1. Yeah, that's pretty much, it already. And then, of course, Adams in the 6 role with McKennie playing box to box. And then Luna. I'm hoping Pulisic plays out left today.
We'll see.
I hope that's what happens.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it is what it is.
Because Way is just way better on the right. He's better at crossing. You put 2 pulleys in there.
Yeah, that's what we want, right?
That'd be nice.
Not the Panama pulley, though, unfortunately.
No. And I guess Josh Sargent was horrific. Must have been almost vomit-like. Because now he's not even going to get a chance to play. Well, he might get 10 minutes. I'd be surprised. I bet you he gets 10 minutes. Unless there's some sort of record or some sort of agreement with Norwich that he's only allowed to play, 65 minutes a game, 70 minutes a game. I mean, for the whole series of games, both of them. Unless there's some understanding. And, yeah, we've seen those kind of understandings before.
Well, I mean, I fully suspect at this point that he's just testing out. I mean, it's a third place game in Nations League, and maybe he feels confident with Aggie over Sargent. I don't know.
No,
but maybe he wants to just give him a longer look at this point.
he's given him a long look already in January. He knows who the fuck this guy is. This is not about testing players or anything. This is a wake-up call to the other roster, to the other 11 guys who started last game. That's what this is.
Hope so.
This is a kick in the ass, a swift kick in the ass. I like this. There are people who believe that, like, oh no, he's just trying players. No way. This is way too important at this point. We lose to Canada and Panama in this window. Are you kidding me? Might as well kiss another 100,000 fans away. That's the giver shit factor is going to drop into the fucking bottom of the bucket. If we're not already there, we're probably already there. The amount of people on X talking about, I don't ever want to watch this team until call me when they do something is higher than I've ever seen it.
Sure.
And that's living through a Berhalter era. We were promised something different with this, and we're not getting something. We got the same shit that last game against Panama. The same shit we got from Berhalter. That's not a change. That's why people are so pissed off right now. Anyhow, Jonathan Tannenwald, thank you for the article. Moto was fired today, I believe, for Juventus. That was the word on, at least on people's lips. I'm not sure if it's true. So that means Wea and Wes got to go back and fight for a spot again, probably, more than likely. If it's a new coach, they're going to have to prove themselves all over again. I did watch Scotland get their ass handed to them by Greece today. And I guess one thing we could say to make ourselves all feel better is at least we're not Scotland. Because wow, what a fall from grace since the 80s Scotland is.
Yeah.
I mean, they're horrendous. And they
let's handle the super chat real quick. Because they're on national anthems right now.
I hear it. I just want to say there was a guy playing for Greece today. His name is Georgios Vaginidis. Georgios Vaginidis. You got beat, Scotland, by a guy named Vaginidis. All right? Yeah. Sounds like a fucking venereal disease.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there is a venereal disease called vaginitis, of course. That sounds like a Greek player as well. All right. Jose Negron for $4.99. Regardless of what happens, I'm just glad we have a community of people with a good sense of humor, led by the two most handsome men, Brett and Derek. We knew we liked you for a reason.
I mean, it's true, right? You gotta get. It is what it is.
I think we were once very, very good looking.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gorgeous.
All right, my runny nose is back. Fabulous. Does it ever leave? No, not really. Also, I mean, there are plenty of things I said, Brett, that we'll handle during halftime.
Yeah.
Topics and otherwise. Stupid post, dumbass poster of the week. What else? I cut a comment out of one of our comment sections and sent them to you as well for the dumbass poster of the week.
I hate to call any of our posters dumbass posters, but
I know. Okay, so what should we call it then?
It was unfortunate you said it poster of the week.
I'm sorry you think that. Poster of the week. It's unfortunate you think that. Poster of the week. I don't think they're a fan of ours. They merely chimed in to kick us in the baby sack.
I'm sorry. This whole, again, the attendance thing is just going to drive me nuts. The fact that...
I mean, the stadium's empty. It's fucking empty. In all of my years watching soccer, well, most of the games were played in smaller places in the 90s, right? Much smaller. So we didn't see this egregiousness, but this is bad. This is really bad. Now we're going to have to get in the timing thing again. That's going to be great. U.S. Soccer Way still. We're way beyond 69, by the way. So thanks to all 79 of you here now. Do appreciate it. I know it's depressing. I know a lot of people are saying they're not going to watch this game. But if you're going to have to, you might as well watch it with us because you're going to have a good time. Right?
Yep.
So, we might as well make comedy out of this while we're here. So anyhow, as we said, we got our starting 11. Aubameyang gets the start over Sargent. Musa hits the bench. Arson starts instead. I'm guessing Scally's on the right. We'll see as they put it up here.
Yep.
All these are wrong usually.
Of course, Arson's going to be on the left. That's who he is. That's where he plays.
Yeah, I get it. But, just trying to be, cautious here. But, yeah, it's exactly as I set it up. Good. So we got it completely right. Absolutely nailed it 100%. That is good. And I think it will play like a 4-2-3-1, honestly.
I'm really kind of surprised that Turner's getting the look again.
Yeah, me too. I really did think after all, as much as Poach has glazed Stefan's nutsack with saliva, I thought for sure he would get a start, at least one go. Guess not. I guess it wasn't enough saliva. Or maybe he didn't bring it to fruition. Anyhow, they're taking the field. Brett's going to be about 20 seconds ahead of me. Of course. Oh, Stefan is 6, is Brian DeMarco. He's sick. So he ate some bad oysters or something.
And where's Schulte?
Yeah. Schulte's got the crabs. He's itchy. So they can't have him there starting tonight, itching his crotch every 5 minutes. He got the crabs. If they pinch your nuts. All right, we'll see. I mean, I like that Luna's starting. If not Reyna. Apparently, Luna, who plays for MLS team, has usurped a kid that was once one of the best players on one of the best teams in the Bundesliga. So let's see how it goes. Of course, he likes Luna's big balls.
All right, so Foot Mob has it correct, except for they have Arson playing right wing and Weah playing left back.
Nah, for Christ's sake!
I couldn't find it on Soccerway anywhere.
The game? I looked it up. US Soccerway, it's on there. It is probably last listed as a Monday game. After 5 o'clock, all games after 5 o'clock are listed on the next day.
That would probably be it then.
Because the website's in Europe. It's a European website. So for them, the day is over. Or close to over. I think it's listed on Monday. All right, game is underway. I'll give Brett the count when he's ready.
I'm at 50 seconds right now.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. I'm 8 seconds behind you?
Yep.
God damn it. All right. It's early on. Pulisic outright, which I really hope at some point he moves out left, but there's a big mistake, and we've got an early chance here. And Weah on the right, too. So Pulisic's still having free reign, even though he's playing on the left to drift wherever he wants to.
Weah needs to do better with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he got it caught all underneath his feet. He overran the ball.
Bad first touch.
Yep. Overran the ball. Come on. That's not something Weah does normally. All right. So we had the first real opportunity. A lot of people saying they had to look up who Arsene was. If you've caught a Columbus Crew game this season, you know who Arsene is. He starts every game for them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of our folks don't watch any MLS, and we're pretty specific about what MLS we watch. You watch Chicago, which I'm sure you just jizzed all over the walls this weekend. I did watch your game, by the way.
I have to catch tonight.
Really?
Jackson had 2 games yesterday and 1 today.
Yeah, you're busy.
So it was a busy weekend for me.
Busy Father Week. I am drinking Taxman's Double today. It's it's distinctly potable.
Tis a potable.
Oh God, what the hell was that, Agumon? That was just clumsy.
Yeah, it was.
Canada clears. Here we go.
He took it. His play was just too slow. His decision making and everything was just slow.
Yeah, it was weird. He was slow.
God, Buchanan's fast. Sorry, I forget you're a couple seconds behind me.
Yes, it's Buchanan, and that's a good cross. And Turner almost got hit in the head by, I think that was McKenzie. Yes. Okay, 0-0, 3 minutes and 26 seconds in. Canada with possession, building out from midfield. Going backwards, however. Okay, going all the way back. Why not?
Yeah. John says, I would watch MLS when it was free and nothing better to do. There's zero chance I'd pay to watch it.
It was free today, the Sunday game. Sunday footballs, they call it. I think that was on, what was it on? ESPN, Fox?
I imagine it's going to be, either one, I guess.
Yeah. So every Sunday, they're broadcasting free games now. 1 or 2 free games. But I only subscribe to watch the LA Galaxy, which sadly they didn't win again. They should have won that game, but they didn't.
Well, it looks like Luna's playing more of that left wing role and Pulisic's writing.
Isn't that weird? Or maybe they're interchanging. I don't know. Because we saw Pulisic all the way on the right with Weah too, so maybe he is in the middle still. And if so, that is very fucking stubborn by Poach. Extremely stubborn. Like, just play Luna in his natural position. Well, he plays that for RSL sometimes. Well, okay. Good point. He does. I don't think it's his natural position, but nothing better than have a conversation with yourself. I tell you what, we could use a player named like Giorgio Avaginides.
Mm-hmm.
I never got a reply from Alexi on my incredible research that discovered that he was not the first American to ever play, or a Greek American to ever play in Italy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Harry Paratestes.
Yeah.
Yep. I put up a post. I even found a picture of him. This is in black and white because it's in the 50s. Some people got the joke. Others were completely bamboozled.
Yeah.
They're like, I've never heard of this player. It's not a real player. It's a joke. Read the name. Harry Paratestes? You think that's a real dude?
So was that Pete those responding?
Was that who?
Was that Pete those responding?
No. It wasn't. All right, we had a chance there out of some cling, clang, boom, bang. But Agamon tried to muscle his way through, and that's muscling his way through too many guys. Oh, and then he kicked the dude.
I can't fault them from trying to make that run through. But man, that entire left side was wide open. Like no Canadian players were over there.
I know.
Bruno was there. I think Arvidsson was crashing the box.
Yep, just would have gotten one touch out left, and you got it going on.
Brian
Anyhow,
Parker was 2 goals for Sarge if he started.
If I was Greek, I'd be offended by that. Really? You would? Huh.
Maybe he's just saying Greeks don't have a sense of humor.
I guess. I think they do have a great sense of humor, Greeks. That's why they have those big Greek weddings that are so fun.
Yeah.
So anyhow, if you were Greek, I would not take offense to that. I had a friend who was Greek when I was young named John Drosis. And he had a great sense of humor. He would have laughed.
So Almaty wants to know if Agumon is a prospect. Where did he come from? He played college and went to Charlotte, right? Or did
he? No, he played college ball. He's not young. He's like 25.
24,
25 years.
25, yeah.
Yeah, 25 years old, I think. Because, he played college ball, and I think he played some under-division ball, too. Non-MLS ball. He's trying to use his body again there. Did lose it.
Now, that's going to be the grossest mismatch ever. Buchanan's going to go at CCV.
Yeah, CCB did pretty good with Buchanan there.
Yeah. D3 college to D1 college, and now he's at Charlotte.
Yep, that's correct. Started in D3. Yep. All right, we'll see what happens here. US have possession. Well, I thought they did, but they've got this super close in on Pulisic for, it seemed like forever.
They had to show his armband. He had the
Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Yeah. Canada putting on the heat now. Putting on the heat. It may not be necessary to have a show tomorrow, Brett. I think we're going to cover most everything from today.
Probably.
Today.
And, there's not enough content that's happening throughout the week anyways. So Thursday will just be our recap of this window, most likely. Ajiman with a nice shot on goal. His header was like he was shooting on goal. So I was trying to get at.
You must be way ahead of me then.
No, it wasn't a shot on goal, Derek.
Oh.
Ajiman went to clear the ball. Jeez. Ajiman went to clear the ball.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Ajiman went to clear the ball out on that corner kick.
And damn. They just took his shit out, man. Have that. Have my body and my shoulder into your face.
Easy yellow card, man. He did not go for the ball at all. Look, it's just he's leaning into him.
That was just a tackle.
That should be a yellow card. Absolute yellow.
Yeah, at some point he knew he was not going to get the ball. He was just shouldering.
Yeah,
he looks down at the last second. He looks down at the last second because he knows there's no way he can get to that ball. Yeah. And he puts his shoulder into Aguiman. Big time. No yellow for that?
I don't know. Nothing's coming out of it.
Davies back down. Man. Davies back down on the ground.
Forearm to the face. The process.
Again, did you see Arson and Weah wide open on the left side? Or excuse me, who was that on the left side? I think it was
probably Luna, is my guess.
Yeah. You ever get advertisements in the mail and you're like, why in the hell did I get that?
Well, I was going to hear why they're not giving him a yellow card until you asked about advertisements in the mail.
I got a Land's End catalog today. What? Land's End? I don't have any little kids. And I've never bought anything from Land's End. How the hell did they get my address?
As much as I could gauge from that, though, Derek, it sounds like the ref most likely just choosing that it's too early in the game to dish out yellow cards, but it's something to keep an eye on later.
Okay.
Just a bad foul. Bad, stupid foul.
Yep. All right. For the almost 100 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with grandma. If your stepsister is there, well, you owe her a really good dinner. Not only did he put his shoulder in, he used his arm to push off on his face afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a fucking break.
Man, Davies is out. That's rough. Rough for Canada.
You know where Fumar's mind is in the right spot, I guess.
Yeah.
For a game like this. Damn, that ref is hella cute.
Yeah.
Forget the game. I want to bang the ref. I didn't look close enough. I'll look next time. See if I agree.
Is that the Mexican ref that's been getting a lot of high profile games recently?
Like this one, huh?
Yeah.
High profile, third place game.
Hey, it's high profile for any CONCACAF ref, man. Come on.
Davies is out.
Yeah. He pulled up off play, man. It wasn't even I wonder if he pulled like a hammy.
Man, now if we lose to a team without their best player. I will say this, Agamon sure as hell been physical and physicalized so far in this game.
Nice outside the boot by Luna there.
It's a giveaway. Yep, here comes Luna outside up to Agamon. But it gets cleared, and so we'll just have a throw-in.
But that's what we missed against Panama. That line cutting pass, that final pass that the defense has to play out of bounds. They have to make a play on it.
Can you imagine inside Arena's gut right now what he's feeling?
Hopefully it lights a fire under his ass.
It doesn't seem that's been the case at Dortmund.
I still think he's biding his time at Dortmund, but then again, it seems to be playing into his national team performance too now. So,
dude, if that's how you react, then you're just not a professional. And I disagree with that. I think he went to those Dortmund games that he started, and he did what he was supposed to and told to do. And the ball just never came his way.
There's truth to that.
I just don't see how a player finally gets a shot with a team and then it's like, well, fuck it. Fuck it.
You know, we're at least playing faster. And
we are playing faster, yes.
But we are still just playing it out wide and crossing it to 3 defenders.
Yeah. This is a lot more energy. Okay, yeah. So I guess the plan is put the 6'7" guy in there and just heave it into him. See what happens. I mean, there's nobody on Canada even close to his height. They all actually, even though they're not small people, they look like midgets next to him. Sorry, the word's not midgets now. It's small people. I knew that. See, again, having a conversation with myself. Here he is again. Aubameyang. Agiman holding it up. I keep calling him Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Sorry, that guy does not play for this team.
I gotta say, from a standpoint of just a left back, Arson's been pretty good today. Just getting the ball off his foot.
I mean, yeah,
not trying to do too much with it.
14 minutes in, but yeah.
Well, you got to give the praise where the praise is given, you know.
He hasn't done anything stupid. I think a lot of people saw Arson as a kid that could go abroad eventually. They just thought he needed a couple seasons in MLS.
He had interest in the Croatian league, I believe it was. And they said, nah, we're going to pass it.
Yeah, jolly good.
Yeah.
That's a lateral. It's a lateral to less than move. Don't do it.
Emrex Aguiman can't hold up. Truth to that. He is not a target striker.
He's not a traditional holding striker at all. Sargent's better at that, although he has not been the greatest for us. Does it a lot better for Norwich.
I'm telling you, though, man, people have an agenda in the fact that he didn't score a goal and everything like that, but he wasn't bad against Panama. I mean, he touched the ball 8 times in the first half. And the issue is again, we were sloppy. We played it wide. I'm not saying he was perfect by any means. He wasn't. He missed his opportunity, and the other one he scored, but it was offside on Wea. But I think the hate he's getting is a little much.
Did you see that scissors kick in the air by Aguiman? Who was that? Wea.
Oh, I looked away now.
He whiffed. All right. We've got the ball. We're going to kick it around the shoehorn a little bit. So far, Vickers, Kinsey looking fine in this more traditional 4-2-3-1. Luna coming all the way back to play CDM for a second.
Arson dispossessed.
We've got no way to get it out of this back four except wide. Because they are covering up the middle. Jesse's so smart in that way. He plays so narrow on defense down the middle. It makes it almost impossible to pass through the middle. You have to go wide. Yeah, I'm still like the idea of putting Pulisic out left and putting Luna in the middle as a CAM.
Yeah.
I think it allows Pulisic to run at people a little more.
Yep. I mean, that's my thought process too.
I don't get this. Are we just going to jam him in there? AC Milan tried that for a while too. I don't know. It was okay.
Carson wants to know, Luna cap tied now? Yep.
Yes, he is. So is Arson and Aguiman. They're all captied.
Did Arson really have any options besides US?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Although, very unlikely he would have ever picked it. I can't even remember the country.
Untouchables brings up the great point. We're falling back to side ball.
Right now we are. Yep. Little header, but there's no way Aguiman's getting on that. Again, kind of a waste having Pulisic taking headers as a CAM. Why are you kicking it up to him? Kick it up to Aguiman. Let him head it down to Pulisic. Don't kick it at 6 foot or 5'7" Pulisic. What fucking point is that? All right, we're about almost 19 minutes into this puppy dog. Playing a more traditional but conservative back four with two center backs, a left back, and a right back. Scally out back right where he's better. Arson where he belongs out left if you're going to play Arson.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong yet. We are playing way faster today. And it's causing errors, but here come Canada. Here come Canada. Eventually they lost it, but Luna with the clear up. Ooh, was that Pulisic who just got pushed out of bounds?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Luna coming all the way back to play deep defense. There.
I was just going to talk about Luna there for a sec, but it's one of those things where there's something to be said about the type of a player, whether it's Luna or Reina, in the sense that you question their defensive capabilities, but man, their passes are always on key. I don't think Luna's made an errant pass yet. He's trying to make a through ball, but
I don't question either of their defensive abilities. I'm sorry. I think that's all narrative at this point.
I think it's a narrative too.
We watched him when he was forced to play defense at Nottingham Forest. He does just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Dortmund games where he didn't play that great, he played 70 minutes. They pulled him out and they lost the game because defensively they were pretty secure while he was in there. Now, he played a certain role in that defense, which was high up the field, but they were under no threat of getting scored on. Here comes Big Man along with Weah, and that goes, it's out of bounds, so we got to throw in here. Quickly taken, by the way. Oh, Weah. Yeah, see how fast this game's moving? Everybody wants to get going now. Right now. We got possession, get going. We got possession, get going. This is where was this all last game for the U.S.? Hey, we got possession, get going.
Doesn't help if we're sloppy with it all.
That's true. That's the only way you're going to break down a low block is to break them down before they get back in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why isn't that discussed more? I don't know. People are like, well, it's just really hard to break down a low block. Yeah, okay, sure it is. But it's not like Panama didn't have instances where they had possession and brought the ball up the field and then lost it. And then we didn't hit him hard, quickly. That's how you break down something. That's a low block. You don't let them get in.
Lord. Sorry, Derek. I know you're going to see in a second.
Yep, here it comes. Fuck. What a disaster area. All right. Well, that was messy. Turner held his own. And then we come back with a counter, or try to. Oh,
that was a hell of a rip, man.
Oh, shit. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Canadian guy did like a karate kick against Turner. Oh, yeah. Right. He's going for the ball, though. I can't fault him on that. But that cleat, that stud was up next to Turner's head.
It was. He's lucky that didn't hit him. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Oh, so Canada has the first shot of the game. Battle by Who is that? 19. Is that Scally? Yes.
Yeah.
Good fight. Good fight by him. All right, we're going to switch fields. I like that by Luna. Switching fields again. Making sense. I like all this. Oh, good idea. Flick from McKinney. It's a good idea. It didn't make it, but it was a good idea. Oh, Weah, you should have gone for that. Why did Weah not go in for that tackle?
He pulled back on that.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if he thought Agumon was going for it or not, but he should have gone. That was his ball.
That's a pussy move. You always take the initiative. You don't assume anybody's going to do anything. Mm-hmm. And besides, the positioning of Agumon didn't make that realistic.
Untouchable says Adams got ragdolled. Yeah, Buchanan just bodied him.
They're being physical with us.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of teams are really physical with us. And maybe that's one reason you do have Agumon in there. He is a physical beast. He's a large mammal. All right, for the 117 of you here, thank you for joining us on what is a third place game. We hope we're doing our best to make it enjoyable for you. So it's just cool hanging out with the community here on what is mostly a trophyless game. No hardware for this one.
Yeah. I wouldn't want a bronze medal for this.
Brian Shredder called it a meaningless game. I was quick to let him know. No, it's not. It's not, Brian. This is meaningful for the players, especially. You don't win this, you lose this one too. It's meaningful for the fan base. They're losing morale. This team will lose morale and it's meaningful to the players because some of them might be fighting for their very spot on the next roster.
Chambers says West looks so disinterested. He's looked disinterested this entire camp. I don't know.
I'd agree, but I do say both of the through balls and chances created in the last game were both from Wes.
I agree. That's a good point. He did have you have a couple standout moments. And you know what? If we would have put those away, we'd be chirping a different song, you know?
Could be.
Look at Luna go. Get up there.
Bam. Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys. He was looking over his shoulder, just finding out, hey, where's everybody else at? What the fuck, guys?
100 yards. 100-yard run by Luna.
Yeah. Oh, McKenzie. No, McKenzie. What was McKenzie? Yeah.
That was CCV with the tackle, you mean?
No. Buchanan was
Scally, one-on-one with Scally.
Well, Scally got back. That's the thing.
Yeah, he had to cover for CCV, who went in for that tackle. This is fucking a clusterfuck.
What I was saying, Derek, is I was saying that McKenzie was sitting back when Buchanan could have beelined it right to goal. But
anyhow, Canada 1-0. Well,
watch this in the box. Look how many red shirts are in there.
Yeah, we never get that many bodies in a box. Ever. Here they are.
Tony Miller just said the same thing I said. Look at all the red shirts in the box.
Look at that. 6 guys in the box for Canada. I can't remember the last time we've ever had more than 3 in the box in a situation like that. It's a good block by McKenzie. However, it does go straight back out to them. Kind of lucky, but hey, you make your own luck. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that ball's going to squirt out to somebody. There's 6 red shirts in there.
Right. Wow. How we have fallen.
Looks like they're verifying VAR, making sure everything's good.
Oh, yeah, she's cute.
Oh, yeah, she dolls herself up, man. She'll be gorgeous. You kidding me?
No, she's fine the way she is.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. You said she's cute. I'm just saying if she dolls herself up, she'll be gorgeous, is what I'm
But
saying.
we just said the other week we don't want people to doll themselves
I
up.
agree. Well, I mean, she does her hair differently and, whatever.
I'll take her hair the way it is.
I'm not saying she looks bad, Derek. God Lord.
Brett, you critical motherfucker. You don't like them. You don't.
Yeah, she's cute. If she dolled herself up, she'd be gorgeous.
You don't like them natural. What's wrong with you,
off.
Brett? Doll herself up. What kind of creep are you?
You put her in a nice dress. You have her hair down, maybe pulled back a little.
Okay, I get it. You have your own peculiarities. You like.
Derek likes boning her in the ref outfit. Apparently.
I'll take her into that. I'll take her with the ref outfit. I like that. We could pretend she came home from a hard game, and I was one of the players that she gave a red card to. We'll make a game out of it.
Oh, Arson, what? The right foot?
You're a really bad boy. That's why I had to give you a red card. Oh, God. She dates girls. She dates girls like Daryl DK? Daryl DK's a girl? Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny Larry. Yeah, this could get ugly real fast because now we're going to get frustrated.
I want to see a replay on this.
We're going to get frustrated.
Yeah, he got all ball. Bullshit.
John says, basic Latina here in Texas, you will see 20 better than that in the supermarket. Holy shit.
It's because the girls in the supermarket all dolled up.
Oh, shut up, Brett. They're all wearing ref uniforms.
Exactly.
In the supermarket.
I think that yellow card was bullshit, by the way. I'm just calling it.
Well, Scally's going to have to be a little
he
careful.
Got the ball. Both their feet were at the same height. What a dumb call. And then you take into consideration the forearm that Agumon took. No card there. I don't know.
If this goes 2-0 at any point, it's going to get ugly out here.
Turner, don't.
Ugly. Like, I could see total capitulation by this U.S. team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a total fuck it, it's over sort of attitude. Johnny said he tried warning no Musa. Well,
goodness.
You can warn, but you shouldn't be warning us. You should be contacting Poach directly. Pulisic making a run by himself, playing the superhero, still going.
Luna was wide open on the left-hand side, too.
Yep, counter for Canada. All right, Turner starting to hopefully we get right back at it here. And we are.
Jesus Christ, Pulisic.
Hero ball.
Just get it off your foot, man, because you're probably at that point now. He dribbled the ball up, dribbled right to Arston, and tried to play a 5-yard pass to him as he's running into him.
Yeah. Well, he's trying. He's just trying too hard. At some point, you got to be like, okay, we want to go, but there's got to be something there to go to.
Well, I mean, I've got a kid on my team that loves to just dribble. And this entire winter season, all 3 sessions, I've been working with him. Hey, dude, you got to get the ball off your foot faster. If you beat a man, look for the pass. There's going to be a wide open person somewhere. And you know what? He stopped doing it, and he's doing much better. And a lot more assists.
Yeah, I'd agree, Fumar, that the Musa hate is weird. I understand Musa criticism and critique. Look at Luna just battling all over the field. Don't tell me that guy doesn't care.
One reason why I was surprised he didn't play last game.
Him or Reyna. Someone needed to come in. How about both?
We now know why Reyna wasn't. Over the line, Johnny.
Why? Why was Reyna not?
Well, the whole article was talking about how he doesn't have the intensity that the team needs.
Oh, required for this type of play. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I said Luna, and that's why Reyna didn't play, though.
Did you read that article yet?
No, I haven't had a chance.
It's worth a read.
You sent it to me while I was coaching a game.
I know.
That was our first clean sheet today.
Yeah, I think we should have Tannenwald on, by the way.
Can?
I like him.
Yeah.
And moreover, he likes us. That's always nice.
rare journalist likes us.
Yeah, we've got like 4. Mag, Jonathan Tannenwald,
I'm
Shredder.
not sure if Goff really remembers us, but
Oh, he does. I've kept in touch with him.
oh, fair enough. Jesus, Kelly.
I don't know. I just wouldn't want Goff on our show. He's pretty grumpy, which is fine if you're outspoken and grumpy. If you're not going to be like entertaining, he'll like answer all your questions. But he's not going to be, and we certainly couldn't, I wouldn't be like talking shit like I do usually with Goff on the show, because Goff's a serious dude. We get a lot of good deflections in this game. We're just not getting the last lucky one.
Yeah.
But boy, is this much more fun to watch going back and forth like this. This is just like this is craziness good, like as far as entertainment goes, because there's no sit and wait. There's no bullshit side to side passing.
Ajimon!
Very good pass out by Adams there to start that, by the way. And then Weah took it in, got it to Luna, and Luna just tapped it perfectly to Ajimon.
Yep.
Like that's more on Luna than it is anybody. Oh. Luna, Weah. Yeah. Weah to Luna was perfect pass. Yeah. The Luna tap. I mean, if Aubameyang misses that, he needs to be searched for mental disability.
If who misses that?
If Aguimong misses that.
Yeah.
There you go. What did I call him again? Aubameyang?
Yeah.
God damn it. That's beauty. Nice look off from Luna. Just a tap. Like, here it is, buddy. I'm just going to set this up. But good run by Weah. What a pass by Weah.
Call home and collect inside the box. I mean, it's Weah's pass to Luna was capital.
But the starting pass from the guy who can't pass, Adams, all the way out to find Weah out there, out wide. That was the thing. That was a thing of beauty as well.
He had a bit of assistance from Buchanan. Buchanan toe-poked that forward a little more.
They should show that from the beginning.
Ooh, Adams
man, what a giveaway all the way. After that great pass by Adams, can't do that, but he's on fire.
Adams is getting into a tussle.
Ooh. It's hard to believe that Adams is bigger than all those guys. He's a small guy.
Hey, 007 says Josh Sargent fans in the gutter right now. Not really. Good for Aguimon.
Yeah. We're not going to be in the gutter. Josh Sargent might be in the gutter.
Yeah, I am team Sargent, and I'm sitting here going like, hey, if Aguimon's playing our striker right now, I want him to score a hat trick.
Yeah, people get so wrapped up in their favorites.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate Aguimon because I like Josh Sargent.
We all have our preferences. We may want them, but once Sargent's not on the pitch, and if it's Pepe, Balogun, Aguimon, whoever, you got to start rooting for those guys. They better. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Root against them? I hope Aguimon doesn't score a goal at all. Well,
that'll really make Sargent look horrible.
Yeah, I want to win the game.
There are people like cheering on. Oh, that made Sargent look bad. Ha ha. What kind of schadenfreude is that? What? You don't like Sargent, so you wish him the worst? And why don't you like him? He's from all I can tell, one of the sweetest dudes you'll ever meet. Nicest guys. I mean, most of the guys on our team are nice, likable people. This is the opposite of what Herc said yesterday on ESPN FC, where he said, this team's not likable. I thought, no, they're just losing. I think they're all, for the most part, very likable guys. I don't think U.S. Soccer does them any justice of helping us figure out who they are as people.
Yeah. Daniel says, I don't like Sargent. He fucked my stepsister.
Okay, well, then you have your reasons. Especially if you were in love with your stepsister, which I suspect. Because aren't we all?
Yeah. You got to say, Luna is making a case for why he's starting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at the way she squirted that spray down. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That was skill there. The way she kind of wiggled her wrist as she sprayed the white sprayed foam on the field. Pretty impressive.
Justin Stern says, no way Luna is better than Reina. Well, he is better in fight, at least.
Well, he's playing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand the hate Reina gets in the sense that we all wanted him to be more. And I'm still holding out hope. I still have hope.
I do too. He's only, 22?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, there are people out there saying, like, oh, my God, he's over. His career's done. He's over.
Yeah.
I'm just like, guys, he's going to have a new contract somewhere else. And at that point, if he fucks up, then yeah, maybe it's over. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he's still fucking up and he's 24, 25, yeah, could be over.
But what Luna, one thing that Luna has right now over him is that he's got that dog in him right now.
Yes, he's a fucking little bulldog.
Yeah,
and actually, that's kind of what we need on this team. We need a little bulldog. We don't have any bulldogs to say Adams. It's like our only bulldog. Boy, this game's being played at such a rate of pace. Good Lord. Nice flick by McKenny, but it didn't end up working. Scally battling his ass off. Pulisic. Or who was that passing that through to Aguiman? Oh, God, Turner.
That's Pulisic, yeah.
Okay. Turner scaring me there. Coming out of goal like that.
He didn't take a chance. He kicked that right out of bounds.
Yep. Look at Luna. Play defense on this right side. It's been pretty inspired.
The guy went right through Aguiman. Got to defend him there, man. It's hard to play hold-up ball when you're getting rammed from behind.
Yeah, I mean, that was an anal humping.
Seriously. And Pulisic was like, running to the ref, hey, are you available to hang out on Saturday? No. Mrs. is out of town. She's got a golf outing.
Kebab Chicken's right. Gio was regularly playing and contributing on an excellent Dortmund 3.5 years ago. Right? Yep. When they had Bellingham and Holland. He was an important part of that cog until he got injured.
Well, and even after that, we've talked about this.
Yes.
All season.
Ad nauseum.
Just watch him play when he does get to play for Dortmund. He's playing the exact same way that he used to play as a left winger for Dortmund 3 years ago. He's looking for those connections, the 1-2, move the ball quickly, and it's just not there.
Well, and his teammates don't find him as often as they used to. And Dortmund plays exclusively down the wings, and all of his recent starts are in the middle of the pitch. And they play down the wings. He barely touches the ball.
It definitely helped them when Holland and Bellingham were there, that Bellingham was, the one getting the ball all the time. And, obviously being, best friends with Reina, he's got confidence to give him the ball.
Oh, yeah. And he was best friends with Holland and Bellingham. That was like a trio, those three. That were all the people who think, he's a cancer in the locker room. His teammates hate him. No, they actually universally love him. Go read some German press, dumbasses. Oh, boy. More.
Where's that yellow card? There it is.
Yeah, you're way too far ahead of me.
Yeah.
Can you slow down for a sec?
No, I can't. We've been over this. I can't go backwards. If I hit the 10-second backwards button, it takes me 30 seconds back, and then all of a sudden I'm 7 seconds behind you. Or if I hit pause and I hit play, the time keeps clicking. So
I got to fix that.
Unfortunately, it's Paramount.
It's stupid because if you're watching this live and you got to go take a shit, you don't want to miss any of the game, and you hit pause. You take a shit, you come back, somebody scored a goal. What kind of fucking pause is that, Paramount?
Well, the funny thing is you can't pause it, but you once you hit live and everything, you can go backwards. Just keep clicking the back symbol, and eventually get there.
Can you click it once?
No, I just told you this. If I click 10 seconds back, it takes me 30 seconds.
It's out, but you said back button. I thought there was a more normal back button, not a 10-second back button.
Oh, it's a 10-second back button.
Well, that's fucking stupid too. Maybe you only want to go back 3 seconds.
KC25 says, take a pregame shit, yo.
Sometimes that doesn't work. Like you're eating chips, you got Tostitos and cheese melted on it with the hot sauce, and it makes the stomach do things. And then you got to get up with, here at 43:54 and go take a quick dump. You want to pause it. But at this late in the game, you probably could hold it in until halftime. All right, for the 132 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandmother, and give your stepsister a big fat wet kiss from Brett. Brett can't be here, baby. So I'm going to give you this is from Brett. Boy, this game's fast. This is all over the place, this game. It is crazy high speed being played at like breakneck speed. I wish this was always what soccer was like. Honestly, I am so bored of these teams that come out and try to play possession ball and fucking kick it around and backwards and back to the goalie and sideways for goddamn 60, 70 minutes. So fucking boring to watch.
If the scout is holding on to that ball any longer, he may have gotten another yellow card.
Isn't it funny that Scally turns out to be one of the most reliable guys on this roster, but once Des comes back, he might be the first guy off?
Likely so, too.
Yep. It's nice to see CCV get a shot here.
Haven't been impressed yet.
Me either.
But I guess the big question is, I know he plays the Jesus McKinney.
Don't give anything away.
No, I'm not going to.
I see what you're talking about. Luna with the steal. Damn, Luna, you're everywhere.
Yeah, no.
You're everywhere. You're a beast. He sees him. He sees way up. Go way up. Okay.
I didn't want to say anything. Because, I mean, again, the player with the vision able to distribute the ball out, change the point of attack. God, it would have been nice to have against Panama.
If there was a song that represented this game, it'd be High Voltage by AC/DC. High voltage rock and roll. Because this game is high fucking voltage, dude. It's like everyone is on crack. On both sides.
Kumar says Luna's channeling his inner Pomacall.
Which Pomacall? I haven't seen anything like this from Pomacall for at least 5 years.
Since his youth days.
Yeah. Those injuries took Pomacall out. He's done. He's not anywhere near the player he used to be. Those 2 knee surgeries, that was it. When he came back, he couldn't run anymore. Ha! Will from MLS Moves texts me on my phone. He probably heard it beep.
Yeah.
He says Luna and then has the 2 eyeballs.
Yeah.
I'll reply to him real quick.
You're going to put the eggplant squirt.
No. I said, no doubt. Hey, but we're live. If you didn't know it. He might be watching. Who knows? Will, you watching? High voltage rock and roll.
All right. Halftime thoughts.
That's just been a pleasure to watch because it's just been insane in the membrane. Right?
Well, I mean, anything's better than watching the slow progression horseshoe ball that we saw against Panama.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's still sloppy at moments. Some.
It's just sloppy all over the whole pitch from both sides.
What you're saying is it's exciting because it's a lot of back and forth, high pace, high intensity play.
Yeah, this is like watching hockey. I don't know if you watched hockey before, but the game's like 70% errors and mistakes.
Yeah.
It's because it's so fast paced. There's no way you can be that accurate all the time. So they're constant turnovers and constant balls just chucked into the corner, and you go after pucks, and you go, have to wrestle with a guy and somehow get it out to somebody else who's going to get fucking clobbered once it arrives to them. It's kind of like that. There's a little chaos to it.
Yeah.
Will's replying. Hold on here. Heart matters. That kid has it. Yes, Will, but we're doing a live show, Will. I agree with you, but I'm doing a live show. All right, anyhow. So yeah, I don't know. What did you think?
Again, I agree with you. The intensity is better today. I mean, the players that have stepped in today have been an upgrade. Like, Arvston has been better than Musa, quite frankly. Luna, it's nice to have Luna in there. We talked about his vision of play, opening it up. One thing I've noticed throughout the entire first half is that when we have the ball and we're on the right-hand side, Canada just pinches over so that they crowd that entire half of the field, which leaves our left-hand side of the field completely wide open. So if there's ever any form of combination play in and around the box, whoever gets that final ball around the box just immediately look to lace a ball on the ground to the other side of the field, and somebody will be there.
You know what's really funny about watching this Marsh ball? That's exactly how every team beat Leeds.
Yeah,
on the counter, because they played so narrow. If the ball was on the right, the whole team shifted over right. Yep. Everyone on the left was fucking wide open. So. Yeah.
Well, I mean, anyhow, Luna had his change of point of play right there with Weah, and if it was maybe a little better place ball, but Weah had to control that better as a whole.
And listen, if you're a European team scouting this game, first of all, you're thinking, well, this is just fucking chaos. But number two, you're looking at it and going, well, who are the players bringing order to this chaos? That would be Luna, and in some cases, Weah. And, of course, they both fucked up. Well, Weah has, for sure, lost possession. But generally, that 3-pass thing that was put together with – and then you look at all the work Luna's doing on defense. Holy shit, yeah. He must have ran a marathon that first half. And a good point by Benjamin Davidson. Aubameyang scored. Aguiman scored, but he did kick it straight at the goalie.
The keeper almost made it save.
Yeah, it bounced. It bounced off his left testicle and went through.
And I don't want to, just like I didn't nitpick Sargent's miss in the first game, and I'm not going to nitpick this one. They both did the thing. They put it on goal. Now, I think Aguiman had more opportunity to play where he wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
But they both put it on goal. Both of them got some kind of a deflection. In this situation, Aguiman's went in. Again, a goal is a goal. As Untouchable says, that's one of my favorite sayings. A goal is a goal is a goal.
Yeah, all right. I would say this too. Well, let me get this out first. I was watching MLS last night, right?
Yeah, sure.
And at halftime, they brought out the sort of advertising thing for whatever company it was, right? Onto the field and whatever. And I've heard this term in marketing before, but the guys calling the game called it an activation. Yes, I know people have been using that term for about 8-10 years now. Like they don't call it marketing anymore. They said, no, that's an activation. The fuck is that term? I want to know who made that turn up for marketing, and I want to punch them in the fucking face. Just be what you are. You're selling shit. You're marketing. Don't call it an activation. Give me a break, man. Anybody would have said that, made up that's like saying, calling it next step, MLS's next pro, whatever. Okay, thank you for the fucking jargon, but we all know what it is. It's a lower fucking league for the kids. Just call it what it is. We'll call it. Most of those, 90% of those kids are going nowhere. This is it. They end up in MLS or USL or League One. So don't bullshit us.
Or
don't tell us.
26.
Don't tell us this marketing thing you're doing is an activation. Okay? I can hate that shit. Just say hey, the marketing team from so-and-so is out with their marketing. They're marketing this new product called, just call it what it is. Don't fucking shove your stupid fucking terms in my face. And don't even, if you're an announcer, God, just don't read that. If they handed that for me to read, I'd be like, yeah, the so-and-so, they're marketing a new product. I would have skipped over the word activation. I would have told them to shove that word up their ass. Goddamn corporate terms. Anyhow, they think they're so fucking smart. But
I gotta say, watching the highlights while you went on the marketing rant there, and again to watch the Agamon goal again. I know we said, hey, it was great that Luna had the composure to pull the ball back and place it on a silver platter. And I know you mentioned this during the game too, but I think what a lot of people probably weren't paying attention to was that ball by Weah.
Oh, the ball by Weah was
split two defenders. It was a perfect ball through to him. It was a great pass.
Chef's kiss. That was the best pass of all of them.
Yeah. I'll be right back, Derek. I need to refresh my drink real quick.
Okay. All right. Didn't even leave me a topic either. He's just going to get a refreshment drink. How was that?
Yeah. Talk about Pulisic and Hero Ball.
All right. Yes. So Germany and Italy are currently tied, as I saw, 3-3. Yeah, of course, I'm rooting for Germany. That shouldn't be any surprise. So I'm hoping that changes. Was that a final score, or that game should still be going on right now? I believe. If it isn't, let me know. But obviously, we can't watch this and the Germany game at the same time. And I thought this has been pretty fun to watch. It's not been pretty. It's been pretty scatterbrained and all over the place. But, it's like hockey. It's just been back and forth the whole time, which is what makes watching hockey somewhat fun. Tact and Pete are done with Sargent, says Brian V. Are they really? Well, I think that's short-sighted. It sounded like to me Tact might be done with the whole team. I'm not ready to do that. I mean, listen, I try to not get too invest. Like, if you're going to make an invest in something emotionally, I think it needs to be because it's entertaining and something you love. And when something you love disappoints you, you try to do your best to, shelve it for a while and see if things get better. Like, we were as pissed as anybody. I went off on a rant last time after last game, but I never said that it's all over and this is it. And now we're going to be horrible at the World Cup. I don't know about that. There's still time to fix the problems. There's still time for us to find a player like Muna, right? Tact and Pete are going to have their own personal opinions about that things, and I talked to him a lot, and I kind of thought Tact might be going a little too negative. I haven't said anything to him about it yet, and I would if I did. But I think some of the things he said are correct. Like, at this point, he feels like a lot of what a lot of American fans feel when you invest emotionally in something and it lets you down time and time and time again, like a girlfriend that you've invested in emotionally that's let you down time and time and time again. At some point, you have an instinct everyone has, which is to disconnect, to pull your emotional investment out. And I get it. Everyone, as Untouchable says, Tax being honest, he's just really feeling down and negative. And I think a lot of us did. I think the difference is I've been through this shit before. I've been through the negative before. I've been watching this team since the 80s. So for me, I've seen the worst of the worst. I've seen some of the World Cups we played, which were egregious, and we finished last in the World Cup. So I've been through the down, so I don't let myself get super down and super, super negative because I've been around the plate, around the block for a while. The plate. I love food. I love food.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah. And Brett's been around not much longer. You know,
my plate is slightly smaller.
It's slightly smaller, but you've been through the ups and downs as well. Mm-hmm. And it comes and goes. It ebbs and I guess the point being is now people are looking at this group of players and saying, hey, this is the most skilled group of players that we've ever had. Yeah, but is it the group of players with the biggest heart that we've ever had? Or the most grittiest team we've ever had? Or the toughest team we've ever had? No, they're missing a lot of the intangibles that the other teams had that they don't have. The other teams use those other intangibles to take their team from a B to a B plus. And we started at a B plus because we're missing a lot of those intangibles. And we dropped to a B minus. All right. So
I'll say one thing. A player that comes in onto the pitch, from this match, from the last match, like I'm bringing up Luna as an example here, but the energy and the grit and the drive that he brings into this match, it elevates everybody else. And all of a sudden they're playing more. They're playing hard. So having that spine of grit, the Adams and Luna, I think having Luna in the middle would be better than having him out wide left, but that's just you and me, I guess.
I'll take it.
But if we had them in there in the middle, having that spine of grit, if you will, it's just going to elevate everybody else to say, well, they're busting their ass. I got to bust my ass now.
Yes.
But we lacked that and I'm not bashing Tessman by any means, but when Tessman and Adams were there, it was sort of not lackadaisical, but just slower movement. And then everything got a little too relaxed as the team is concerned.
Well, they're not guys that are going to be looking to go forward either. Yeah. Neither of them. So that just clogged things up even worse. Here we got a guy with Luna who's just busting his ass. He has been all over this field. Been probably the most impressive
player. I'd love to see Heat Matt.
Been the most impressive player on the field. And he is an MLS guy. So in some senses, I got to send an apology to Jimmy Conrad because at least one player has come out of this shining. And it's not like Max Arson's.
Is that what you're talking about?
Huh?
One player's come shining. Have you had a beef with Jimmy since Camp Cupcake?
No. During Camp Cupcake, we had our beef. And I basically said, well, who's going to come out of this except for maybe a defender and a center back and a goalkeeper? And he's right. One other guy did. Two. Max Arson's here, and he's playing. Luna is here, and he's playing. Does that justify Camp Cupcake? I don't know. I don't know if it does. But
Luna's got 21 touches, 1 assist, and almost a 93% pass completion. And the funny thing is, his pass completion at 93%, all that indicates is that he's made a couple of through balls or trying to connect in the offensive third that just didn't connect.
I want to also clarify on the Jimmy thing. We never said get rid of Camp Cupcake. We said transform it into an under 24 camp. Is that what we said? A U24 camp? U25?
U25, I think probably. I initially said Olympics, but then you're like, nah, let's bounce to 25.
Yeah. And if that's the case, well, guess what? Arson qualifies for that. And so does Luna. They're both U24s. And yet this is what we should do with Camp Cupcake. We don't need the old fuckers on the team at Camp Cupcake that have had their chance and haven't done the job.
We shouldn't have in this situation. I mean, I know Poach has only been here for a couple of windows. So, I mean, props to him that he gets the opportunity to take a look at some of those players. But as a nation, we shouldn't have to rely on Game Cupcake to be the introduction to players like Luna. We should be able to see the ability there and call him in.
Yeah.
Regardless. So why do we wait? I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. What Luna's bringing is right now. This is what Luna's bringing. Luna's bringing Aronson with skill. Right? He's doing all the running and hard work Aronson does, but he's also bringing an end product, which is something we haven't traditionally seen from Aronson. End product is just not his thing. So, there we go. I mean, that's all I got on that one. All right.
Boys taking the pitch, and I doubt there's going to be any subs.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah.
If we do see Reyna.
Oh, you know what? No, Fossey has a shirt on. No penny. Fossey might be coming in.
Fossey for
Arson. Well,
yeah.
Probably. I would assume.
Great thing about Fossey's hairdo.
Arson's out there. It's going to be Scally.
You always know when Fossey's got the ball with that hairdo.
Mm-hmm.
I like distinguishing features on
Fossey
players.
for Scally. That's probably a safe move by Poach, quite frankly, because Scally has that yellow, and it's getting busy out there.
Yes.
It's probably a safe and smart play.
It's the yellow. He's compromised, so he won't be able to do the dig in and do the tackling that's necessary this half with a yellow.
Which still sucks because I think that yellow is still bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see Fossey. See what happens here.
All right, here we go. I'm glad they don't use this view the whole game. The players look like an ants. It's not about the different profile of a player. They're doing it. Brett nailed it. It's the yellow card, dumbasses. Sorry, Tony. Sorry.
It gives us a different look in the attack.
I mean, it will. Fossey can get forward, but he's still going to have his duties on defense. Trust me.
Yeah.
It does change the profile. He's right, but that's not why the change happened. I don't know if that's what Tony was even saying. I just say dumbass a lot. All right.
Alex, Davies got injured like in the 15th minute or something like that.
Mm-hmm. He pulled a left testicle.
Yeah.
Good job by McKenzie there. Arson forward to Pulley. It's out of bounds. Canada throw in.
McKenzie's suffering here.
He is? Uh-oh.
Yeah. He's getting some looks. He's up, but he was just needing to squat down.
You're right. Those referee pants don't do her justice.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
I'm not saying she needs to cake on like 5 inches of makeup or anything like that when I was talking.
Good.
I'm like, just do her hair up a bit differently, get a nice little dress on, or,
But apparently, chicks like that in Texas are a dime a dozen, Brett.
Wrong state.
We have a very large Hispanic community in Indianapolis, and I'm not seeing like cuties like that all over the place.
It must be a weather thing.
Must be.
They less concerned about their overall body image here because they got to stay warm in the winter.
And that goes for that goes for all women in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
All right. Not just the Hispanic community. I just don't see cuties like roaming everywhere here in Indianapolis. There are a lot of overweight people here.
To be fair, I mean, take into consideration where you live right now.
Yeah, you go to my supermarket, you go to Myers, and you go to fucking Walmart. There's some large mammals in there.
Come back on this side of the county border. You'll start seeing a few more.
Which side of the county border? Yours?
Ours, yeah.
Hamilton?
Yeah. Once you branch back into Hamilton,
you'll see more hotties?
you'll see more.
I mean, yeah. I guess
Some, some stay-at-home moms or wives.
Well, and it's suburbs, so they have more money and therefore better diets, and they can afford expensive good food. Because let's be real, eating healthy is expensive as fuck. If you're poor, you're eating mac and cheese and shit like that. Because it's cheap. It's cheap, dude.
Just go to OMAD. One meal a day, and then you can eat as healthy as you want, and not be that expensive.
OMAD.
Yeah, it's a type of diet, type of fasting.
Oh no!
You have intermittent fasting, which basically means you have a 12 to 8 hour window of eating if you want, depending on how extensive you want to go, and then you have OMAD, which is basically 1 meal a day.
That sounds like a bitch. All right,
don't call it.
Steal from Luna, but then that gets given away by Fossey, I believe, or somebody in the midfield. Adams. But Adams goes all the way back and hopefully doesn't get a card for this in a PK. Doesn't look like it. Oh, what are they going to do? They're going to look at it?
Brian DeMarco said, no, he just fell over. Beans, Brian DeMarco says, beans, rice, and basic veggies are cheap.
Okay, that's true. Beans and rice are cheap. Basic veggies, my kids weren't really big into veggies, but yeah, I don't know. I guess you could do it, but that'd get really fucking boring after a while. Right. I mean, that's like if you got no other options, I suppose. But that's not what people are marketed as well. Keep that in mind. They're not marketed. They're marketed chips and tortilla chips and fucking mac and cheese. That's what the commercials are for.
Yeah.
Fast food is marketed. Nobody's marketing beans and rice. I can tell you that.
Yep.
You don't ever see that on commercials. Hey, we're the beans and rice company. Hey, you select the beans and rice. I mean, we'll mail it to you with a side of veggies. Well, then it's not. Then it's not cheap at all anymore, is it? If you're ordering it online.
There absolutely is. I mean, outside of like rice-a-roni and stuff like that, there's no rice marketing at all.
No. Not rice and beans with veggies. That doesn't even sound that appetizing to me. Mm-hmm. Also, that's the other problem. When I'm saying eating healthy, I mean like salads and steaks and fish and pork, like meats and veggies. To me, that's appealing. And of course, I'll add in the seafood too, which is not cheap. And I love seafood. Crab, lobster.
Jesus.
Crab, lobster. I imagine that's because Turner just touched the ball.
It was a clusterfuck for about 10 seconds.
Oh my God. That could have been down 2-1 for sure. You're right.
He got called offside though. Brian V says fasting is cheap. Don't eat.
Pork isn't good for you. Says who, Captain Magnitude? Like, if you ate bacon all day, yeah, you'd probably die of a heart attack soon, but don't eat bacon all day.
Pork, for the most part, I mean, especially if you trim it up, pork loin is actually pretty lean.
It is. I don't know what part of the pork you're eating.
Ham's not healthy.
I mean, Black Forest ham isn't exactly, it's not lean, but it's not super fat either. It's from the cut of the pig that's like not super fat.
They had some pork loin chops upstairs they need to cook up.
But yeah, you can't eat bacon every day. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
Like bacon's bad if you eat it every fucking day. Some people.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as anything. It's all about moderation, right? You can have bacon a day if you have like one slice of bacon.
We're getting some weird shit in here. Fumar says pigs don't have sweat glands. What does that have to do with the price of pork? I mean, it tastes good. So every cut of pig is bad. Certainly, if you're a Muslim or a Jew, you believe that. No doubt about that.
Oh, jeez.
There is a reason they don't eat pork and seafood.
Again, you guys, they got to start carding some of this shit, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ mighty. Oh, boy.
That Marsh is arguing that his guys aren't getting yellow cards. Is that what he's arguing about? Come on.
I'm sure Jesse's going absolutely
Yeah,
batshit right now. And
yeah, there's no touching. Come on.
Let's see.
Jesse just got red carded.
He never touched him.
Not a single touch.
You're gone, Jesse.
He's gonna feel like an idiot when he goes back and watches the replay.
She did give that red card in the most elegant of ways.
Yeah.
Did you see that with one leg kind of bent?
No. The guy slipped, and David slipped.
Man, Arson showing some fucking speed there.
He was like a foot away from him the entire slide. Oh, Jesse, Jesse's gonna go back and be like, dude, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, he never touched him. Good effort by Arson to get all the way back, but very sketchy mistakes led to that. Very sketchy play. Brian says, no, Jesse says, Marsh is scum.
Anthony says, so hot showing that red. Let's fucking go.
I love that she had one leg bent into it.
Yeah.
Because most referees just stand totally upright when they give the red card like that.
Do the whole ballerina pose while doing it, yeah.
She put a little like her own flavor into that. I like it. I like this ref.
Yeah.
Games don't need to be ref by men. She seems to have her shit together a lot more than a lot of these MLS refs. And a lot of the EPL refs who try to be the center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
You got a red, Jesse. What were you thinking? Pull your head out of your asshole. Why is he talking to himself?
Yeah, he was talking to the official. He's like, hey, should have been a penalty, but then he's going to go watch the replay. And like, dude, I was totally wrong. This is a dumb penalty.
I love that the official said absolutely nothing to him.
Yeah.
Was that again Adams making that pass out wide? That was great to start this whole thing off. And here's Adams again. I think tried to make that wide pass out to Fossey. Adams getting a lot more. If that is in fact Adams, I can't say they look like ants to my eyes, but I believe that was Adams twice there.
All the way for a corner kick. Good Lord. Then like a 25, 30-yard corner kick.
Yeah, it bounced off of Adams.
Yeah.
When are we thinking subs? I'm thinking subs at 65. That'd be my guess.
It was like 70 minutes when he made his subs against Panama.
Yeah, 65, 70, more likely.
Minus Fossey, of course.
I just don't know who we're bringing in. I really don't. Musa?
No, hopefully not.
Reyna? I'm just thinking what Poach is doing.
I mean, I wouldn't be taking Luna out, so as of right now.
Sargent for Aguiman, or is it going to be Brian White?
Why would you even bother? I'd rather just continue playing Aguiman at this point. No, I'm not trying to bag on Brian White. I don't see the reason why. Because
apparently Sargent is shit, according to some, and maybe Coach didn't like the way he played. I don't know. Certainly didn't like something, and maybe they had that agreement where he plays 70 minutes total for the whole window. Because you know how worried Norwich is about Sargent getting injured when they're trying to play for promotion. Oh, Turner! You fucking idiot. What kind of pass was that? So horrible, dude. He's standing 10 feet from you.
He's out of the box. He probably freaked out. It's like, whoa, gotta get back in the box, guys. Here, you take the ball.
Yeah, we really don't need players who freak out that easily.
Oh, Martian's running back out. No. I don't know where he's jogging to. What the hell's happening here?
I'm not even there yet. Oh, he's jogging back.
Yeah. Looks like he's trying to jog back out to the pitch.
They revoked the red.
They better not.
Get up there, Turner. All right, now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nope. Wrong dude.
Kaiju Sports says, I hope Jesse comes back like a WWE entrance.
Yeah. Rips his shirt off.
Oh, Jesus.
God, this game is so intensely high on back and forth. This is crazy.
Jonathan David. Well, fart.
Yep. He's an American too.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Oh my goodness. Can we blame that one on Turner though, Fumar? Let me see. Let me rewatch. No, not really.
McKenzie followed Buchanan. CCV was helping Fossey mark a guy, I guess.
I mean, CCV got a foot out. Wasn't enough. Not against a guy that good.
So, yeah, if I have to blame anybody on that goal, I'm blaming McKenzie. Because here's what. You're inside the box.
He's got to follow
you
that
have two
other guy.
guys. You have two guys. No, if you have two guys and the guy with the ball is Jonathan David in the center of the fucking box, you got to go mark him.
That's true. It should have been both of them converging on David.
I'd rather Buchanan have it further out wide of the goal with Turner at least covering that area.
Looks like they got him a lot of assistant coaches there on the Canadian team who are actually Canadian. I saw the replay of their celebration. I know some of those guys. I can't remember their names, but they're all former coaches of MLS teams. Canadian.
The guy Agumon bodied apparently into the box or the bench. I mean, is still down.
Luis Villanueva Jr. says, where is Gio? He's on the bench where he's been the whole series so far.
Yeah.
I guess he's failed to impress Poach. Well, folks, if we lose this game, at least it was entertaining in a back and forth, high intensity, high effort thing. Certainly was not pretty either way. This is an all-out brawl with very, very little, like...
We're left with defensive questions here, though, still.
Yeah. The question is, does Canada pack it in now?
Doesn't look like they are.
Play a 5-4-1? Doesn't look like they are either. Here comes Fossey.
Martian's team has one mode. Wow, our midfield is just missing everything.
Well, that's Pulisic coming all the way back to do that, though. Okay, Luna's got it. Little chip out to Fossey. But he loses it.
Oh, everybody's saying Reyna's coming on.
No shit. For who, I wonder? Hopefully not Luna. Leave him on. Unless he's exhausted. Let's go 2 CAMs here. Two natural 10s. Am I going to be right? 65th minute?
Take Wes out. Has Wes I mean, he just touched the ball, but I'm like, has he touched the ball this entire half?
Not much. Just touch it right now, as you said. But
sounds like Eunice Moose might also come in.
Boy, did I get those two right or what?
Yeah.
You're like, I hope he doesn't. Well,
I do it. Okay. Well, hopefully Moose proves me wrong.
My guess is Moose for Adams.
That's gonna be a messy change up there. Yeah. Ooh.
Musa for Adams and Reina for Luna, or Wea. All right.
Good Lord, guys.
Look
Way
at
too
Luna.
many bodies right next to each other.
I really don't want to take Luna out. It's a clusterfuck is what happened there, but at least they got the foul. Do you bring him in now with the whistle? Let Reina take this free kick? I mean, obviously, Pulisic's going to take it because he's the designated kick taker for whatever reason that is. But I think Reina's a much better set piece taker.
I'd like to see Luna take it, to tell you the truth.
I haven't really seen him take a lot of set pieces, even for.
I would have to imagine, but maybe not. I might be just stereotyping the creative type.
Yeah, that's
usually when you have that type of a midfielder. Usually they always grow up taking free kicks.
Pulisic is setting the ball, resetting the ball. She's having a big discussion.
No, it's Pulisic taking a shot. He's going to shoot the ball.
Oh, I think he will too.
I mean, just where everybody's placed, it's absolutely just going to be a rip.
Where's the goalkeeper situating himself? All right, so near post.
Nope.
Near post. He tried near post, but hit the wall.
What just happened there?
He didn't get it above 2 feet.
No. It was deflected for a corner kick, but she called a foul on the wall.
Jesus H. Wea did something. I don't know what.
Reina and Tessman. I don't know if Moose is there or not.
Here they come.
Oh no, Schaffelberg's in. Shit.
Yeah, Schaffelberg can be a pain in the ass. Laren in too.
Yeah, Musa, Tessman in, Reina. That's 4 of our 5 subs.
All right, Reina gets to play. Let's see what he does.
Well,
it's a lot of pressure on him now, though.
About time. I'm kind of surprised they didn't.
Yeah, what are they waiting for?
Seriously.
It to be exactly 65? Now it's beyond 65? We're going to wait till 70 and make these guys stand around for another fucking 4 minutes? Damn. Okay, that's a yellow. They gave advantage?
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is it took like 30 yards for Coney to finally pull him back.
Yep. I mean, where are they going to give him the kick, though? Because he fouls him for 40 yards.
Well, she gave him the 30 yards before she finally called it.
I guess she gave advantage, so they kept going, and you call it.
It's just outside the box, yeah.
So she gave him the call, the last call.
Correct.
Out of the 5 fouls he made on the way there.
They wanted to get in and everything like that, but they're just not subbing.
Yeah. That was a good fight. Good fight. I can't believe we're still not bringing these dudes in. Yeah, I'm extremely confused. This time they're going to cross it. From about the same spot. Maybe a few yard difference. I wish we had Pirlo. Well, that was pretty obvious. Go, go, go! Yeah. Oof. That's a harsh tackle.
Schaffelberg's down. Just came in his knee. He's holding his knee.
Yeah, that was that collision with Luna.
that Sheffield?
That's Johnson.
That's Johnson. Yes, thank you. And all the Canadians, they all look alike. You know that's for the play against Agumon in the first half. Suck it. Hey, maybe we can sub now.
Maybe.
This is a great time. We've got an injury, guys. Let's make the subs go. Come on.
She does everything.
Pulisic's coming off. That's why they didn't sub it earlier. That's why they kept giving all the free kicks and going for it.
Okay, that's
Adams
fine.
and Pulisic and McKinney.
I believe Pulisic's going to be pissed about this.
That's a mix to come in and off. So Musa came in for McKinney, Reyna for Pulisic, and then
all right, they left Luna on. That's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's been. Oh no, Reyna came in for Adams. I guess Musa's playing up higher.
I don't think so.
That's who they came in for, though.
It's who they came in for. Doesn't mean it's like for like switch.
Sure.
You're still going to see Reyna up the field.
Hopefully.
He's going to drop into the Pulisic role, would be my guess. Luna's going to continue to play out wide, or Luna will go into the middle spot and Reyna will go out wide.
And Musa looks like he's checking back. Yeah, it's Musa and Tessman, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. Tom said it's a double 10. Gio and Luna called it.
I mean, if we're still playing the 4-2-3-1, it's not really a double 10 technically, but I'm not going to argue with it. It looks like Luna's playing right wing and Weah's playing left wing with Reyna playing the CAM spot.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can touch the ball, though, Reyna. Love to see him dribble through the whole team like he did to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be nice to be done early tonight. I mean, I still got shit to do to get ready for work tomorrow. All right, let's see what can happen here. There's still 20 minutes left in this game, just under.
Ooh, Fossey, Musa, not on the same page.
Not at all, dude. That was.
I swear to God, Mule has my mic somehow connected to his headset because he says the exact same thing I say all the fucking time.
Who does?
Word for word, Mule.
Oh.
Word for word.
Well, we are kind of kindred spirits.
You mean right?
Correct.
Yeah, Untouchables, I agree. Fossey has not been great this half. I mean, it's 20 minutes or.
I'd like to get Tony back on. I know we haven't tried, but it'd be nice to have him back on. I mean, he's really the glue on that show.
Luna's like, God damn it, I gotta sit behind this wall. Son of a bitch.
Miola's really kind of the glue of that show because he's almost always right. She is so much smaller, that's ref, than all the players.
Yeah.
So that can be difficult to see over and around things to make calls. At some point, we need possession.
I just want to get out of our box.
Jesus. I can't believe no Sargent. Wow. Why not play two center forwards?
Well, we got one more sub.
Move to a back three and play two center forwards.
But he's still there with the SC Sargent with the penny on, so he hasn't been called in yet.
Pull Arson, play a back three with Fossey and the two CBs, and let's go for it. Play two center forwards. Is Luna going to get a yellow for that?
No, because he's saying that the one guy touched it.
She just comes over and squirt.
Well, and why would she give a yellow to Luna? We're down 2-1. Not like he's wasting time.
Right. They are wasting time.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't they? Absolutely.
The slowest set piece ever taken. Well, whatever we've learned from this so far is that Luna deserves to be on this team.
Yep.
And not Tillman, but now Luna is Reina's greatest competitor for that other attacking spot.
Hey, Reina touched. Well, he had that clearance, but he completed the pass.
Jesus. So far, when he's touched the ball, he's had 3 guys around him.
Yeah, exactly.
And have to get rid of it immediately.
I think Canada's probably planning on how they can break his other ankle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cocksuckers.
Oh, Canada. All right, we needed a moment here of even flow. That's what we need. Oh, Jesus. Bumbling and fumbling. Bumbling and fumbling. And just squirting it around our back lines here. Can't seem to figure out how to get past this 4-3-3 setup. It shouldn't be this complicated. It's the same one he played for Leeds.
Nice move. Sorry, I know I'm ahead of you, but somebody press.
Well, eventually that didn't work out, but it was a nice ideas. I know what he was going for. That was good forethinking by McKenzie.
Yeah.
Get up and get that back in, but now he's got to get his ass back. And goal kick. And the clock is ticking. At least I can say I've been entertained for the most part of this game. Not that horse shit we played against Panama. All right, for the 169 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, and giggity share it with your grandma. Although we've made it pretty clear here, or at least I have. 69 is hardly the best position.
Ooh.
Reina and Fossey somehow making this work? What?
I don't know how that's possible, but
I mean, Jesus H. Those two were just somehow getting it through like 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
Ah.
Fucking Christ. Brian White's coming in.
There we go. Sargent has been banished. He's been banished. Or he's got a 70-minute limitation. Boy, what did he do? What do you think he did was so bad? We're not even going to get to see him coming in to end this game to get a goal. What is Poach seeing? Or is there an agreement? We've seen him before. An agreement. No more than 70 minutes this window, please. And we know how protective, of course, Norwich are of Sargent and his health.
Yep.
Yep, I told you Brian White was going to play. I was only half joking, but here it is.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hopefully he bags the goal.
Sergeant kick poaches dog, says Daniel. Yep. Sergeant's going to certainly. Would you pick Sergeant over Balotelli? Asked Colin Reese. Don't think that's the choice here. Are we calling Brian White Balotelli?
No. He's trying. Colin's trying to gauge our opinions of Sargent as a whole, or whether or not we're incredibly just biased towards him.
Well, of course we like Sargent, but I would have liked to seen two center forwards pull one of the center backs off.
He goes, personally, I'm taking Sargent over Ronaldo. Is this a U.S. player versus a non-USA player type thing? I'm confused now.
Yeah, we don't have Ronaldo on our team. But I do like your enthusiasm for Sargent. I find that refreshing. I mean, we are playing three in the back now.
Who's our third back then?
We got three. Well, you're right. We're
playing two.
We're playing two. I mean, Fossey's and Arson are just still way up the field.
Nice ball to White.
I know that's not the easiest chess thing to bring down, but he did not bring it down softly. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it was a long ball. I mean, I thought you did fine. It was a heavy hit.
I get it, but he didn't give enough. You know? So when you take it off the chest, as the ball hits you, you lean back more. And then thus the bounce off the chest is less. He didn't bend back. He just stuck his chest out. I know I'm getting too technical there.
Here's the explanation. Colin says it's a joke, but Sargent is good. The problem is service. It happened against Altador too. No service.
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of service in that Panama game. And when there was just bare minimum service, he almost scored twice.
Oh.
And now he's banned from the team, apparently. Reyna and Luna just going back and forth here, but don't say Reyna doesn't put his butt into it. He did there. It was almost too physical. But I'm glad he got physical. Let's get physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. All right, let's see what happens here. That was a little, what was her name? What was her name? She was in the Grease movies. Olivia Newton-John.
Yes, there you go.
Yes. Yep. I really, when I was young, just a kid watching that video, Olivia Newton-John, she was hot. She was hot in those Grease movies too. Really hot. I had a crush on her when I was a kid. Her and Blondie.
Both are fair crushes to have, yeah.
Yeah. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. That came out when I was in third grade. The tide is high. The video. And I was like, ooh, I'm in love. I know. No, not third grade. Fourth grade. I know. I was sitting in fourth grade class with Mr. Flynn's class in West Point, New York, thinking, I'm in love with Blondie. Yeah, dude, but she's like 16 years your senior. I don't think that's going to work out. Anyhow, we need possession. If we can't get possession, we can't make a comeback here. Why does Turner have to come back all the way over to kick the ball to the guy who needs to throw it in? Why didn't CCV do it? The ball was right next to him. Why does Turner have to come do it? What's CCV doing? Picking his fucking nose?
Yeah, I think so.
That was a good switch by number 11. I think that's Arson. No, that's Test. That was Testman switching fields. Okay, that was smart. There was a lot open over there. There's not anymore because we're too slow after the switch. Now we're going to switch again.
McKenzie's got some nice through balls this match. His vision.
That was a good one. Yeah. Good pass by Reyna, but Weah couldn't take it anywhere, and there's really had no support immediately. There's no reason for Musa to chip that out to Fossey, by the way. He could have passed that on the ground.
Yeah, make it easier. Come on.
Why waste the second and a half it's going to take for him to settle it? Why are we wasting it? Kick it to him on the fucking ground. Henri used to be like when he got to New York Red Bulls and people used to pass it to him in the air when they could pass it on the ground. He would chew motherfuckers out for that. He said, "You're wasting my time. If you kick it to me on the ground with pace, I will be on my way. If you blooper ball it to me, you lose me. You lose my advantage."
Yeah.
Don't blooper ball it.
Blooper. That's the technical term, I believe, actually.
It is. In Germany, they call it the Luftball.
Yeah.
Don't luft it. Kick it to me on the ground so I can get going. And you never kick it to anybody, by the way, in the air when you can kick it to them on the ground. Like, that's just like a basic fucking soccer rule. Right? Am I not right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a concept of why would you want to have to take the time to bring the ball down and all that shit? It's stupid. It's just waste time. It's too lackadaisical. It's lazy play.
It is a lazy play by Musa on that particular occasion.
Oh.
Well, at least we get to watch Reyna take a free kick. Oh, that's a blooper ball. That was a nice blooper ball. Oh, that was so nice.
Should be a corner kick. But, well, maybe we are. Yes, we are. We got the corner kick. Come on.
Do you think that Luna's broken nose is really all the way healed?
He's not wearing a mask or anything, so.
No, the whole game he's not been wearing a mask. I keep thinking every time they show him, like, thought he had a fucking way fucked up broken nose, broken in 16 places.
Maybe he's got the healing factor that Weston McKinney has.
By the way, those last two set pieces we saw from Reyna and that corner were the best set pieces we've had.
Yeah.
In two games.
Yep.
Both taken by Gio Reyna, by the way. Oh no, but no, just Pulisic takes them all. He takes them all.
Captain America takes them, of course. Why not?
Doesn't matter that he's not really that good at it, and that there's somebody light years ahead of him better than him.
I can't believe that he takes him at AC Milan too. Mind you, he's better at AC Milan than he is here.
Yeah, he does do better for AC Milan in corners. But he's not even better than Kellen Acosta for the U.S. men's national team. We're thinking of bringing him to the World Cup or whatever just for his corner kicks and set pieces. Because because Pulisic's so fucking bad at it. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's going on there? Did they need to push his own teammate's head that hard? All right. Osorio got like bitch slapped when he came in by his own team.
Yeah, because he was going to get a yellow card for wasting time and shit like that from just walk. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't. Never mind. Osorio was coming in, so yeah.
Oh, was it the other dude he was bitch slapping?
Yeah, I think it was the dude that was going off for Osorio.
It's like, get the fuck off, dude. You're going to get us a card. All right, time's running out. We are done to 4 minutes plus whatever injury time is going to come up, 3 minutes plus whatever injury time. It's pinball. We got a pinball wizard game going on here. Oof. Musa tried to take on like 4 guys all by himself there.
Just, I don't understand it. That's not been good for us. I know he hasn't really gotten a whole hell of a lot of time yet. I mean, he's a little bit enough in there. Wait, they came in around 70th, right?
Yeah. Is this still Arfson that's in?
Yeah.
You know, he has been impressive.
I agree.
He's not taking over for Jedi anytime.
No chance.
But somebody in Europe better look him over because he looks like a real deal. I'm still back on the ending of our last counter. Good job by CCB. You're right about that. We had a shot there, and guess who was involved? Reina Fossey. That was a shot. We had something. Oh, bad first touch by Reina there at that time. Bad first touch. 5 seconds ago. Jesse's hanging out up at the top of the stadium. Are we going to go to overtime? Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to extra time? Here comes Arson. Up to Luna. Luna out wide to Wea. Wea had a bad first touch, but he's still trying to get around the corner. And it goes out of bounds for a corner kick. All right. Not bad. We'll take it. One of the players' last names for Canada is Sigor.
White nearly just put it in. We had an opportunity there.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
God damn, dude. I know you're like 7 seconds off, but I keep underestimating what 7 seconds is.
Oh! White, what? Oh, you're right. He had an opportunity there. He needs another millisecond to get that off before the defender arrives.
White! I was just about to praise White and say, man, his hold-up plays massive compared to, say, Aguiman's, but poof.
Oh! That pass to Flossie, you mean? The hell was that? It's like 10 yards behind him.
Yep. No good.
Oh, yeah. That bounced off his chest too hard for him to get to it, White, on the corner. Again, he needs more fat on his chest to cushion the ball more lightly so it doesn't get away from him. Or he needs to lean the fuck back further. As it hits him in the chest, you kind of give with it more. I know, I'm being all bullshit technical. There's not much you could do about that. That was too fast. He couldn't react to it any more than what he did.
You're giving them warnings. Just give him the fucking yellow for time wasting.
Daniel says, White plays like someone that plays in the MLS. You don't say. All right, we got an extra 5 minutes, of which we already lost it, so we're down to 4. Lady Madonna, children at your feet. All right, here we go. Fossey did win that header, but they're going to take their ass time getting this in. All right. All right, it's a waste time on the throw-ins section of the game. Fossey isn't good enough, says Matthew Dominguez. I mean, this is fucking chaotic ass game. I don't know how we can judge much here. Oh my goodness, with the thing.
With Fossey, it just hasn't really done anything except for a couple of bad plays, and he had the link up with Gio. I'll give him that much.
Why is this an all-woman's ref crew?
They tend to do that. They're like, hey, it can't just be like one woman with 2 guys. They have to have an all-women's crew.
Why don't they mix people up? Mix them up. Should be co-ed. Reffing should be co-ed. All games should be co-ed.
Don, I'm not saying that Fossey's not a good player. I'm saying he has not been there today. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he just got there. Let's be honest. 20 minutes ago.
He's been there the entire half, Derek.
I didn't think he's been that horrible. I think he's been great.
I think he's had one or two really good connections with Gio, and outside of that, it hasn't really done much of anything.
Well, it's chaos out there. Who has this half? We're pressing hard. We're taking chances left and right. There's a lot of meat left on the table out here. Good pass. All right, here we go. I'm not sure about that pass from Weah, though. That was atrocious.
Oh.
But again, we're taking chances because shit's hit the fan, essentially.
Again, I've never said that Fossey was bad.
Oh! Arston could have been a hero there.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad opportunity. And a great play, again, by Weah and Luna. Nice connection.
If he couldn't play, though, Colin, he would be not playing in Belgium with Standard Liège. He could play something, Fossey.
No, he's defending Fossey.
Oh, he can
He's
play.
saying, and I may be looking there and assuming he's talking to me. Maybe he's talking to somebody else.
Yeah, I never know. I never know who he's talking to. Yeah.
This is the problem with looking at the chat because I know I missed like 10 people saying Fossey's crap, and I think he's talking to me, but maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe he is. Who knows?
Man, I tell you what, that was hero time there. And Arston, who's been like pretty reliable this game, and there's a future for that kid somewhere in Europe. I can tell you that much. I think he's proven that playing against this Canadian team, who are majority-wise, at least, European quality players. But the guy that needs to move somewhere fast after this season is Diego Luna. He's just too good to be playing in MLS. I'm sorry.
Sure. No, I agree.
He's too good. I mean, if you're a Bundesliga team that just got promoted, fuck. I'm going for Diego Luna. I'm trying to sign that guy. And he's affordable. I think 10, 12 million would do it, and that's top. What?
I'm just laughing at what Gio just did.
Oh, I haven't got there yet, Brett.
That's why I didn't say anything until you said what. So I was just laughing.
Oh, yeah, he just chopped that guy down. Gio's just kind of laughing about it as he walks away.
Gio's like, yeah, I found it. That's fine.
Well, bottom line of the story is we're going to lose this game.
Yeah.
A, it was more entertaining to watch. B, I think it was doomed for failure at the very beginning. Yeah, it's really critical that we get Des back and Jedi back. I mean, on paper, we should still be very, very, very competitive. We were pretty competitive in this game.
That's game.
But it's pretty obvious to me that without those players, we're just stepped down a level. We lose a lot of our ability to make a difference in certain spots on the field. Like losing Jedi. I never thought it was going to make this huge of a difference. But it is pretty obvious that that's a massive hole. And you get Des back on the other side, that offers something that you can't get with this particular roster. You add Haji Wright to the list, it gives you another option up top or out at left wing. And just some really critical guys missing here. I am going to look forward to the Sergeant questions, why he didn't play at all in this game. I imagine it's going to come down to health. That's going to be my guess. I think Poach is going to say he wasn't fit for the game. he wasn't healthy, or he'll say we had an agreement with his club. And if that's not the case, then I go back to my GIF earlier today, which it had a bunch of dudes basically assaulting another guy and pushing him out of a room against his will while he's yelling, "What did I do? What did I do that was so wrong?" Because I don't think he did anything that wrong.
No, this is one of those scenarios again where, and I'm not going to bag on Agumon here by any means, because I mean there's times throughout the match where Agumon was playing that very physical role. He bodied up a couple players and stuff like that. But I mean, as a whole, outside of scoring that goal, which he scored.
Good.
Gotta give him props on that.
That was a plate. That was a plate. He had a plate. That was set up on a plate. You don't score that, which he almost didn't. The only thing that saved that from not being a miss was the goalkeeper's legs were spread 1 inch too wide, and it went off his left testicle and into the goal. So,
Untouchables, he had a plate. Sorry, Untouchable says Sargent had a plate. He had a plate, and it was going to go far post, but the defender just barely got a knee to it, and it hit the post too. It's not like he whipped and scuffed the goal. Like
it's not like
who did he do it against? Who did he do? Hold on, let me get this. That one that he scuffed wide that he should have put away. Who was that against? Was it against Jamaica? There were opportunities, yes. Bagging on him for that missed opportunity. The defender made a play. Shit happens.
He did score a goal. It was just offsides.
And yeah, there's that one too.
And he wasn't the one that was offsides.
And I also just want to iterate again. I'm not saying that Sargent played balls out, best player on the pitch either.
No.
I'm just saying that the rational, Sargent's done, Sargent's garbage, Sargent's trash. It's not a good narrative to have.
I mean, if you watch Norwich at all, you cannot say Sargent is trash. You can't say it. I'm sorry. It's like saying Reyna's trash. Well, did you miss the seasons where he was a star on that Dortmund team? There's something in him. He's got that. Now, has he suffered a horrendous amount of injuries since 2022, 23? Yes. Okay, but that doesn't mean he sucks or he's a bad player. So something's not right here with what we're doing with Poach right now. And I guess Poach wants to send a message to the starters from the last game. We want to see heart, whatever, effort. But
here's the problem. Here's the problem with Sargent, quite frankly, too, because come Gold Cup, Balogun's going to be healthy-ish. We'll see. Pepe's going to be returning from injury. He may still be out, though. So, I mean, this may send a message, but now it's very possible that Sargent might end up missing another window, regardless. So,
yeah, we did probably miss another one that's coming up.
I got the super chats, no worries.
Okay. So, Wuxia Game Central for $5. Thank you, brother. We're kind of past the days when Brett would meet you halfway somewhere and give you a happy ending. Happy ending.
It's gonna be at least $20 nowadays.
In a public park. That's taking at least 20 these days, but we do appreciate the 5. This sucks. We went from first to probably 5th in CONCACAF, probably down to 3rd based on how slowly the rankings work. But I'm impressed with Luna, though. Yeah, that was the bright spot, right? That was the bright spot.
Yeah.
The game was entertaining. It was chaotic as fuck. I don't know what that says. But
I think Weah, I think Luna were the two brightest spots.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Arson's made a statement. Now, mind you, he, again, like as you mentioned, not taking over for Jedi anytime soon.
Nope.
But he was definitely serviceable and got in there. All hero moment too. So
yeah. I mean, we lost.
Yeah.
But at least I was entertained in this loss. I'll just say that much. Maybe I'm being selfish here, but Tax Brazilian Ghost for $5. The team made me flaccid. Even Sydney Sweeney couldn't help. Who's Sydney Sweeney?
She's that actress that has like the big tits, and she flaunts them all over the place.
We say breasts where I'm from.
Yeah, I called them tits. What's your point?
You fucking caveman. All right. Albert for $1.99 says, Who cares about Norwich if you can't do it for the U.S.? Okay. I agree he needs to do it for the U.S. But the point is that if you look at his production for Norwich, he is widely considered the best center forward in the championship. It was said multiple times by multiple different pundits who are ex-players covering the championship. So either they're blind or we're idiots or we can't figure out how to make a 9 work on our team, which has been a problem now for fucking 5 years. We cannot figure out how to make a 9 work in this fucking team. Our 9s just don't produce on a regular basis. They just don't.
On a regular basis, I'll go with you on that. I mean, I will say, obviously, Pepe and Ballo have had more goals of recent, and obviously Sargent.
Well, he played way more games too.
Sargent does have the albatross on his neck right now. Mm-hmm. He needs a score goal. I 100% agree with you.
Yes.
But saying that, going to the I think it was a Jamaica game he played, and he scuffed. I think it was Jamaica at least. Whatever the previous window he played in, he scuffed a shot that he should have put away, and we bagged on him. Said, dude, you should have put that away.
Yes, and I bagged on him for a whole season at Norwich.
And then he had another opportunity that the goalkeeper had to make a solid save on. He goes off. Pepe comes in, has almost a forgettable 20 minutes, except he scores the goal at the end of the game. And then you'll make the argument like, well, that's what a striker's supposed to do. 100%. Strikers are supposed to score goals. He should be putting some away. He hasn't. He needs to do it. But how many more opportunities does Poach give him? I don't know. But looking at this past window, the game against Panama, he had a couple opportunities. They were good chances. He took them. They didn't go in. It happens. So,
well, one of them went in.
True, one of them did go in.
Just didn't count. So, listen, I agree. He needs to score for us, but he didn't get any chances today. Instead, we used Brian White. And like I said, there are probably 2 things happening here. He has a minutes limitation from Norwich, which Poach is honoring. Totally believable because Norwich are trying their very best to get into the promotion playoffs. Now, that'll still be a slight miracle if that happens, but they are relying. He's Norwich's most important player.
Yeah.
The coaches said it. The players have all said it. The pundits say it. Everybody knows that. So
when I've said it before, I've said it again because I watch all of Norwich's games.
So do I.
Norwich plays it through the middle more frequently, and they play it through Sargent. Now, I'm not. And the problem is, and we saw it this window. How many times did we say it? Why are we taking it out wings? Why are we crossing it when there's only one person, 2 people, maybe at most in the box? Why aren't we trying to dribble? Our golden opportunities came from Luna and Weah finagling it through the middle of the box. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's we saw all during Greg. I mean that we rarely score goals from just lobbing balls into the box. I mean, I asked you last game. I'm like, when was the last time we scored off of a set piece? It's been for fucking ever. It seems like.
Oh, we're horrible at set pieces. That when I was young, in the late 80s and the 90s, early 2000s, set pieces were like something we were really good at because it was the only time we had a chance to score against some of the competition we were playing against. We are so fucking garbage at set pieces now. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that needs to be fixed. All we're saying, and I say this in general about people all saying Moose is garbage, Reyna's garbage, Sargent's garbage. They're not garbage. They just haven't translated yet, okay? They haven't translated to this team. We've seen good moments from Musa, but we know what Musa's flaws are. So let's talk about his flaws. Let's not call him garbage. His flaws are in the final third, he's useless. That's what he is. He's useless. Plain and simple. All right. Siphon for $5. Missing Pepe. Whether you think he's skilled or not, he has a nose for the game, gets in good spots, and is a killer in the box. Fucking-lutely.
Absolutely.
I would have loved to have had Pepe for these 2 games.
Agreed.
He's been a killer, and I don't miss many PSV games. I have missed the ones that he's not played. I've missed most of the ones until Des came back because
90% of our American players didn't play for them.
Right. I mean, the Ledesma games, I'll catch some moments, but I'm not as interested when Dest, Tillman, Pepe, they're all out. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to waste my time to watch 70 minutes of Ledesma play right back. Luxia games for $2. Do you think Luna is on the plane for 2026? I don't think that he's locked in, but I think this was a pretty big statement. And I do think Poach values him. And I think what we saw tonight was quite impressive. Like, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself. But he was pretty amazing, honestly.
Derek, do you think we're going to go on for a little bit covering the game here? Hearing a lot of yelling and banging upstairs. I want to go check on this real quick. Or
we'll go yell at him and come the fuck back.
You can talk about Agumon being slower.
Yeah. Anyhow, as far as Agumon goes, Agumon's slower than Balogun, who can't shoot. There's a lot of things. Now, one thing they have in common, Agumon and Balogun, is that they're both not really good with their back to goal, which is kind of criminal. If you're 6'5", 6", or whatever the fuck he is, then you should be able to play with your back to goal and lay it off to somebody. You don't need to be super skilled to do that, because even Brian McBride could do that. And Brian McBride used to admit in interviews while he's still playing for Fulham that he knew his physical limitations and he wasn't dribbling by anybody. So he better focus on doing something he's good at. And what he ended, and remember, Brian McBride's only 5'11". He's not even 6 foot. And yet he could figure out how to use his body to hold the ball and pass it off to somebody at Fulham. That's why he's a Fulham fucking legend. Now, outside of the goals he scored, of course. So, Matthew, thank you for that question. He is slower than Balogun, but Balogun's quite fast. So there aren't a whole lot of guys we have that are going to be faster than Balogun. Certainly Sargent's not faster than him. Certainly Sargent's not faster than him. So they're not, I wouldn't criticize him necessarily for not being faster than Balogun. I think the point really being that he's just not fast. He's kind of a languid, slow player. I don't even think he's as fast as Pifok, honestly. Pifok's injured, so that's not really a part of the conversation. And Pifok has played like horribly for about 8 months straight now. So, and he's injured now. So, Derek, you're kind of a moron. Whatever. Fuck you, Larry. Fuck you right in the asshole. What else we got here on the side? Since Brett's up there taking some sort of issue, taking care of some issue with kids. Haji Wright, yes. I would have loved to have Haji tonight. I think that was an oversight. I don't know why he's not on the 90. He should have been on the 90. I think that Haji Wright is a 6'4", 6'3", 2 guy who's also big. That's a big body. He's like Haji Wright is Amiyang, but a way better player. A way better seasoned player, a way better player in general. You want to play a big guy as your center forward, it would have been nice to have Haji right here. It really would have.
Yeah.
And we didn't have him. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Larry's being a total fucking spaz tonight. Hey, put down the bottle, dude. All right. Anyhow, he's telling me he wouldn't even feel it because my little dick is too small. But you'd feel it, bitch. You would. All right. We love you, Larry, but you're an asshole sometimes. You're such a dick. All right. Well, we do love you. All right. What else we got here? Any more? No, we don't. Okay.
Tom Gully Show says, I like Brett's standard StreamYard background. The kids haven't left their toys all over. I clean up before every show, guys.
Yeah, but go see his real house.
All right. Yeah, exactly. You know what? You're right. Let's move down to my office, guys. All right, we're here.
All right.
Now, the funny thing is that there are toys left around here all the time.
Yeah, those kind of toys. All right. So, I mean, we're watching Larry David right now on the CBS coverage. They're going to interview them. It's unbelievable we can't get an American player or the coach to be interviewed here because they lost. And we're going to see what the fallout of this is. The amount of fans in the stands, again, pathetic. But I don't know what else you can expect. First of all, the tickets were upwards of $400 a bum, right? and I'm not talking bums on the street, I'm talking bums asses. That's a lot of money. If you have your wife and a daughter and you want to bring them, you're out $1,200. That's a lot of money to go see something like this. Now, with this entertaining, it was entertaining like a hockey game. It wasn't entertaining as in like, wow, that's some amazing soccer we're watching. So there you go.
I think as a whole, this window we've experienced that we have holes. We have holes that we need to fill, unfortunately. And that our defense, we have more questions than answers, unfortunately. I know, Derek. I know.
We have holes we need to fill. Watch it, Larry. You're one of them. All right.
There you go. To your point, though, Colin Reese says the tickets were anywhere between $165 and $500.
Yeah, I was talking about kind of like the average I was seeing that were left to purchase.
Yeah,
were way up into, like, I had a friend who is out there out west who wanted to go, and he's like, wow, the only things I could find were between $350 and $400.
Yeah,
and that was what was left.
It's the whole ticket pricing aspect of this is just ridiculous. Again, sell them as individual games, and then sell the tickets at reasonable prices. People will come, and it'd be much better.
People will come, yes,
all over the holes in our team. Come on, guys,
we jizz all over the stadium.
But seriously though, it just optics alone. The product in the field has not been great, not just from US, but across the board here.
Right.
But it's optics. How weird would it be if somebody who's not a US or a Canada fan, hey, well, here's a game, let's toggle it on, and there's like 5 people in the stands. It's not a good look. And you're just wasting opportunities to fill the stadium.
All right, now Johnny's sending actual money to degrade me. Seeing the U.S. men's national team, Tarzan Boy. I don't even know what that is, Tarzan Boy. Dance also, please. There you go. I did it.
Nice.
The U.S. men's national team anthem. I didn't think they had their own anthem. I thought it was just the national anthem. That's say, can you see? There we go. Can we check out some of the things I sent you? I sent you the dumbass poster of the week. Did you not save those?
Nope, I've got them. It's to.
Okay.
How much of these things do you want right now? We've already talked about the Gio Reyna enough.
Can we play the one guy who does that skit from the last game? I think that shit's pretty funny, and I don't think we're going to get hit at all for playing it.
It's
a video of that guy. That was pretty funny.
All right, just getting some things pulled up here. Would you want to talk about the U17s falling to Costa Rica 0-3?
I didn't really want to talk about it, but it's pretty depressing.
Oh, okay. U20s absolutely lit it up recently.
That's good. U17s didn't.
Shit happens. Game,
Yeah, 3-0 to Costa Rica. Really? How much more humiliation in our own area do we need?
Derek, they're a bunch of 15 and 16-year-old kids. I mean, there's gonna be sloppy games. That shit's gonna happen. And is it
three? Nothing to Costa Rica. 3. Not 2, not 1-0, but 3-0.
Shit fucking happens. Is this just a friendly or is this a qualifier?
We can't keep saying shit happens. At some point, you're like,
15 and 16-year-olds, man.
It's not fucking acceptable to lose 3-0. I don't care. U17s, U13s. I don't want to lose 3-0 to Costa Rica.
That's fine. I mean, Derek, nobody wants to lose 3-0 to Costa Rica, but it does, in fact, happen, especially when you're talking about kids playing.
It sounds like you're willing to bend over, grab your ankles, and be okay with it. I'm not.
All right, Derek.
I'm saying no to that. You're saying lube me up.
No,
it's
I'm
okay.
I'm not making a big fucking deal about it because we're talking about 15 and 16-year-old kids.
Right. You're saying okay.
And it's not a meaningful match as far as I'm aware.
All matches are meaningful. We're trying to find the next good players. They're getting their asses kicked by Costa Rica 3-0.
There's a time where we're just like, hey, it's a friendly, this state, blah blah blah. And we lost, but it's a learning experience. We get this.
Okay.
So here we are in fact talking about
Hold
kids.
on. We used to lose to Brazil in the youth squad, U17s 3-0.
We still will.
We didn't lose to Costa Rica 3-0.
I could go back and find a Costa Rica loss 3-0.
Oh, do it. Go do it.
What'll happen?
Not right now, but for the next show.
What'll happen? What'll happen if I find it? Why would I want to spend my time? What are you going to say? Oh, I guess I was wrong. Oh.
Yes.
Why would I bother doing that?
Because it hasn't happened. We haven't lost to a team we shouldn't.
No,
we have not lost to a team we should be defeating in the U17s. 3-0. No.
Fuck you, Dick. I will actually find this and I will rub it in your
for
face
the next
all fucking day.
Next show, you find it. You bring it.
To fucking die on. I'm going to say right now, Derek.
I'm not dying on it.
You're dying on this hill.
You're only getting angry because I said you're going to lube up and take it.
We're talking about a non-competitive, friendly match.
Every game is competitive, brother.
Jesus Christ, dude. Let's watch this show you want to watch.
This will lighten you up. Sound. We're going to need sound.
I know the sound. Chill. I'm maximizing.
Oh, look at now. You're all irritated for all parts of the show.
No, I literally just said chill. I'm getting the sound on.
I
don't know how that sounds. You're irritated. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. You know I'm not going to chill. There's no point in telling me to chill.
Chill the fuck out. I'm going to say that now. Every time you start talking about, dude, chill. Just chill.
Nope.
Just chill. Just chill.
Who we playing today? Panama? Oh, that's going to be easy. Hey, where the fans at?
True.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go. I scored. I'm Josh Sargent. Yes. Offsides? No, I can't be offsides. Oh, it's someone else? Come on. All right, guys, listen up. Even though the score is 0-0, we basically already won the game. So take it easy this half. I don't want anyone getting hurt. You guys got pro clubs that are way more important than this.
He didn't say team. That. No way he said that.
That'd be.
This game sure is fun, huh?
But this did happen.
Should I go forward? Nah. We basically already won the game. We need to make a change. Where's that D3 guy at? Who? Me? Get in there. Make an impact. I'm on a breakaway. It's my time to shine. That's us. Oh, dang it. Can't miss twice. Oh, come on. There's no way he scores. I'm ready.
Oh,
come on. Goal. You are my idol.
It's pretty good. Okay. Courting gay porn sponsorship as usual? We do that? Oh, he's talking about me, you lubing up and taking it. Okay. That has nothing to do with gay.
And that's not a sponsor either. Come on.
And he could just be getting pegged by his wife. That's nothing to do with him being gay, which is totally fine. If Brett were gay, I'd be totally for it. I'd be like, you go, boy. Yeah. All right.
I don't have the fashion sense for it.
You don't. I'm glad you see that though.
Yeah,
on some level.
I mean, most people would probably look at that as a negative, but I look at that as a positive. I don't have a fashion sense, so just a jeans and t-shirt kind of guy.
Exactly. This is I wish you wouldn't have said it. Comment of the week. You are just straight wrong. Don't use straight in your comment. All right. We're the straight red card. Don't use our own word against us. Number one. About Scally, he did play as a left center back when trying to work it out of something past the midfield. He bombed up the field. That's what the hell he did all game. He bombed up the field all game long. What game did you watch? He didn't bomb up dick. He went up the field left side 3 times until the 80th minute, which is when he was finally given the green light to move to bomb up the field. So versus Panama.
So we had this discussion because I wanted to get the definition of playing up the field further because
he said bomb.
Sure. When against Jamaica, he stayed at home the entire time. Against Panama, you're right, bombing up the pitch, playing Jedi plays only a couple times, 3 or 4 times, or whatever. 3 times. I think
It
you said
was
3
three.
times throughout the match.
I was
But
I was writing it down as it happened every time it happened. Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to get some definition about what is considered bombing forward and doing all this stuff, because there were plenty of times where he was halfway down the pitch beyond our halfway line, but that was because Panama were sitting back all 10 players behind the ball.
Right.
So it's just we moved up the pitch and then we just sat there on their half the entire time.
Yep.
So
I don't know what game this guy is watching. I'm glad he watched our show. And I'm not calling him any names, but I would say if you think that Scally bombed up the field all game long, you didn't watch that game very closely. We watched it live. You can go back and watch our live show. And I documented every time he did it for the first 77 minutes. In the 80th minute, Joe Scally was finally given the go, the green light to go forward. And he did. But he did not bomb up the whole side of the field the whole game. When trying to wear he got the ball, blah, blah, blah. But anyhow, it's the last statement that got in my crawl. Right?
Yeah.
That's so wrong. So you're wrong. That's what I told him. I don't think
that's what he did all game. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he got up the pitch more than he'd done in the past.
After the 80th, 77th minute. Because even in the Jamaican games, I counted 2 times he went it forward. So 2, 3, not much difference in my opinion. Not much difference between 2 and 3. But then when the 80 minutes hit, they're interviewing Pulisic now. So see what he says real quick.
Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. So what are you talking about? I just closed it out.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's truly an honor. So anytime I get to do it and lead this country, it means a lot to me. Christian, go look at us the way.
That was short. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm muting it. Hold on. I'm turning it down.
There should be a button on there that says mute.
I don't want to mute it. I want to turn it down.
No, it's.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, guess we agree on something because we really could have used a guy today named Nathaniel Brown. Someone that the journalists and journalists have not asked a single question about.
Yeah. I would have accepted a Leonard Maloney, whether you want to play him as a center back or a replacement for Adams.
Yeah. I don't know if he would have made any offensive difference, but he is a destroyer. And that would have helped in some circumstances. But today we needed to score some goals. And we couldn't do it. So Canada won. And, we're living through some weird times here, folks.
Yeah.
This is definitely a weird time where we don't seem to be like the best team in CONCACAF anymore.
It is just an issue of grit and determination. And again, you saw the two best players, Weah and Luna, absolutely had it today.
Yeah,
we lacked it incredibly hardcore against the Panama match. Lack of creativity and everything there. It's just, it's just it's the spirit's not there right now.
Something missing, for certain. So,
yep.
All right. Did I have anything else we could use? Oh, we got FM and Angry American popped up here.
Yep.
I love your show. Thank you for the great commentary. Don't worry, we will get better. Go USA. I like the positivity there.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this during halftime when you're pooping or whatever you're doing.
Okay.
And I was saying, listen, I've been around a long time. And so I don't overinvest anymore because I know this is a ship that's going to go through storms and then be good and then be bad. I watched us play a 2002 World Cup that was amazing. And then I watched the 2006 World Cup that was not very good. So you're going to go have your ups and downs with the team. There have been, I watched the 98 World Cup. That was horrible. 94. that was fun. And we overachieved, and that was great. But there have been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, to the point where we didn't even qualify for one World Cup.
Yeah.
Right? So if you overly invest. Now, I do understand why fans are running away right now. They're running away because they put so much emotional investment into something like this. And it's just like having a girlfriend who's fucking has a side trick or something on you or whatever, isn't treating you right or treats you like shit. After a while, you're like, listen, I put a lot of emotional investment in this, but all I'm getting back is disappointment. After a while, you want to cut it off, right? You want to cut it off and move on and go somewhere else and emotionally invest in something else. So I did read Lawless's article, and I'm glad he's still emotionally invested. And but you know what? He can afford to go to all the games. The fans, I think they have distanced themselves emotionally, and they're not ready to spend 400, 300, whatever bucks to go to a game right now. I do hope it turns around, and I think it will. But this is what we saw today was fucking pure chaos. This game was chaos. Like, it's really hard to assess a game like this because it was just a hockey game, back and forth and back and forth. And it was insane. Yeah. Tons of mistakes by both teams. Inevitably, someone is going to win this scatter game. It was a lot of high energy on both sides. We had high energy versus high energy today. And those kind of games, hard to really tactically lay out what really happened, except for one team got eventually, you throw the ball into the box and it bounces around enough times, it's going to end up at Canada's feet, and they score.
Well, I mean, we take a look at the goal I'm sure that you're referring to right there, their first goal.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time, and we've talked about this during the game, when was the last time you recall there being 5 or 6 U.S. jerseys in the box on an opportunity?
Never.
It just doesn't happen.
Yep.
I mean, it really just doesn't happen at all. And I see that, and I'm watching and I'm going, how's it possible that when we do this, we move the ball up the pitch and we have like our strikers in there surrounded by 3 defensive players, and then maybe one of our midfielders get in there? Maybe.
Yep. Yeah, we just don't do it. We don't bomb the box. We don't fill the box. You got to fill the box. When you're involved in
that's one of the gaping holes I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's heavy action time. Fill the box, baby, and we just don't do it. Vespigo says there's no identity with this team currently. No, there isn't.
I don't know, man. You can go from that game against Jamaica, and I understand that it's against maybe a disorganized Jamaica at home at this point, but you go from that game against Jamaica where we literally just were fluid everywhere to what we just witnessed this window.
Yeah.
How is it possible? I mean, it's Jekyll and Hyde right there at the very least.
How are we going backwards so far, this much from the Jamaica game? I don't know. I really don't. You could say, well, there's no Jedi. Fair enough. That does make a big difference. I think Jedi did a lot in those games.
Absolutely.
He was vital because it's not like Jamaica on paper are a bad team. They're a very good team. But also, paper doesn't matter, and Jamaica can be pretty bad, and disorganized. So you're not going to get that from Panama. Thomas Christensen ain't putting up for disorganized, and certainly the Panama guys, the players, they're not intimidated by us. So, yeah, I think the days when we walk through Nations League are over.
But they're intimidated. See, now, Panama are intimidating the fact that they had to sit in low block with nine guys behind the ball, and you had the one playing out. They had a couple of opportunities moving the ball forward. They had one chance on goal, and they put it away.
That's not intimidated, though. They didn't play intimidated. They set up as in a 5-4-1 because that's what Christensen told them to do.
So,
but they didn't play intimidated.
Sure, they weren't timid around us. I agree. I would say it's maybe it's just a show of respect in the sense that you would, if you went toe to toe, that you'd probably get lit up.
Correct. And the only reason we keep beating Mexico because they refuse to do anything like that. with us. So the game's fucking wide open, and we're able to take advantage of that. Canada, though, they played balls out wide open with us today, right? Just like Mexico does, and we didn't win. So maybe our days of being outright champions of Nations League might be numbered. Like maybe they're over for a little while.
I mean, outright. I mean, it's definitely a scenario in the sense that it was going to happen eventually. We weren't just going to continue to go do.
Yes, but Brett,
even Gold Cup has ebbs and flows between us and Mexico for the most part.
Here's the thing: you're paying Poach $6 million.
Sure.
He was supposed to take this team up a notch, not down one, and we went down a notch. And to Dax McCarty, who thinks it's poetically funny that...
Yeah, I responded to that.
Huh?
I responded to that.
What did you say? I kicked him in his... I kicked him in his little McCarty balls.
Hang on.
There's nothing poetic about it that fans that wanted Berhalter out now are upset with Poach. No, that's called fucking consistency. People have expectations for this team and the manager. And if Berhalter didn't get it done, you call out Berhalter. And if Poach doesn't get it done, you say what he didn't get done. You criticize him for what he didn't get right. What the fuck is fucking funny poetically about that?
Yeah, so I said what's poetic is the team played very similar to how Greg had the boys play, and they looked equally shit.
Yep.
Perhaps playing a defensive double pivot and transitioning slowly isn't our jam. But yes, the players hold equal blame as the manager against Panama. The same thing I complained about Greg doing were the same things I complained about Poach doing on Thursday.
Yeah, there's nothing like I hate the fact that he made it look like he is this overlord of diagnosing the fans, like, and how childishly silly we are, and that we lack foresight. We should have known it was going to be just as bad under Poach as listen, has nothing to do with prognosticating that things were going to be just as bad under Poach as they were under Berhalter. We just needed Berhalter to go away. We were willing to try anybody new. We all knew the grass isn't always greener. We all knew it maybe wouldn't get better, but we had to try something different. But one thing we weren't going to do, any of us that follow this team and track this team, is give any manager a pass. That honeymoon is over. It's over. We gave him the games that he managed. Fine. Of course, Dax didn't reply to you or me because he's a fucking chicken shit. But regardless, don't put out arrogant, fucking condescending shit. Don't post like you are a know-all son of a bitch. Like you know all the fans and you know how retarded we all are, which is basically what he was saying. We're all of us who have been so critical, we're a bunch of fucking morons, is what he was saying. That's why it's so poetically funny. There's nothing poetically funny about it at all. Nothing. Absolutely zero. The fact is he doesn't know us. He's just getting to know us because he's finally a pundit and not a player anymore. So shut the fuck up until you know better, dumbass. Period. And I'm sure Dax McCartney will never come on our show. But I don't care to have him on our show if that's how he thinks of the people that really are invested in this team. Oh, there's a fucking poetic.
Well, I mean, it's disregarding the gripes people had with Greg.
Yes,
and there's nothing poetic about it. The sense that we're having the same gripes because they're playing the same style of ball.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was one of the few that. Because everybody kept coming out after that first window with Poach, and that game against Mexico was absolute shit. And people are like, oh, this first window, we got to give him time. And I'm like, no, I'm going to treat him just like I treated Greg.
Yep.
It was a bad game. I'm not sitting here saying Poach out by any means. I'm saying that was a bad game. this is what didn't work, in my opinion, and I'm gonna give him the same criticism I gave Greg. Now, I'm hoping over time that those bad games like we saw in this window or against Mexico are kind of more of the fluke sensations, and we have an actual team that comes out playing well. But we'll see. And it doesn't bode very well that most of his games so far have been pretty lackluster.
Yeah. Alex Caven says, wonder what Alexi Lawless has to say. We will see. I mean, Alexi's basically saying the sky's not falling, which is what you said too. And
I said that after that game. This didn't give me much more confidence.
No, it's sky's not falling as long as you don't look up, is what I said. I don't think the sky is falling. I think that's a little much. But there was something really, really, really wrong with the direction we were headed, the players, the system, the chemistry. There is something very severely wrong. It's in the psyches of the players. There is something very concerning going on, and there's nothing poetic about it. And I think this team might need some good old-fashioned psychiatric care, because they need something that's going to work on their mindset, their belief system, that allows them to play more freely. And we saw some of that tonight. That's good from Luna, Diego Luna and Weah. We did see some artistry. On the whole, however, there is still something very seriously wrong with this team.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't want to be Poach right now. Even though I think he was part of the problem in the first game. Definitely the setup was bullshit. And then you don't bring on Reyna or Luna in the last dying minutes of the game to get a goal before we go to extra time. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, I was thinking of putting them in, but, I was just going to save them for overtime, extra time. What the fuck kind of thinking is that? So, yeah. We all know how easy one goal can slip in from an opponent on a mistake or an error or whatever. So I just, there's something very wrong going on right now, and that's just going to have to be fixed. I can think back to moments with Klinsmann where I felt the same way when we were on a losing streak, right? We've seen losing streaks before.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it be this disorganized and this chaotic before, and this disconnected and this sort of emotionally detached in some cases. But we've seen something like this over the last 25 years of watching U.S. soccer. So that's why I'm saying you got to be measured about your investment here emotionally. You've got to realize that it's going to suck sometimes, although we are deep into sucking right now, and understand how hard that is to take and how frustrating it is and how much it pisses you off. But I would dial back your investment a little emotionally. Stay in touch. Keep paying attention to what we're doing and see if it gets fixed. We got a World Cup coming in 2026. If we all divest and completely, we can't put any pressure on this team. We've got to stay somewhat invested and criticize it to the point where we can get something done from an outside sense that we are putting. Look at the pressure we put on U.S. soccer to get Berhalter out. That shit was real. It was real. So I'm not saying we're going to be able to get Poach out, but we might be able to get Poach to focus on changing a few things he's really stubborn about with this team. So we'll see. Does Gio's cheap shot at the end count as stepping on some toes? Step on some toes. Sometimes you have to step on some toes.
I love the fact that after that happened, the guy got back up and Gio basically just stiff armed him.
Yep.
Right in the face, like, get out of here.
Now, Johnny wants me to whip out my dick live on air.
I think we might lose our channel for that, Johnny. I don't like that idea.
I am not doing that. That's horrible. It would take up half the screen too. All right.
I'm still honestly surprised Turner got the call or start instead of
Me
giving
too.
Schulte. I mean, again, did Turner really blow his balls away during practice, or is he just not willing to experiment on the goalkeeper aspect?
I remember talking to some managers way back in the day about goalie confidence. And they're like, sometimes you have to stick with the goalie when he made a mistake. Because if you don't, it'll crush him.
Fine. Has anybody played for Poach outside of Camp Cupcake? I mean, did Schulte start over Turner at some point already?
No, the point being his positioning in that last goal, the goal we gave to Panama was horrible. If you yank him for that, and that's the last thing people remember, it'll crush his confidence.
So what you're saying is Turner can maintain his position with the U.S. men's national team by just fucking up every game.
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what my manager friends told me.
That's fine.
Well, this is generally what they said. When a keeper makes a mistake that costs the team a game, you can't always pull him. Sometimes if you do that, it'll crush his confidence. So don't do it. It's the only thing I can think of, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm starting Stefan or Schulte tonight. I would have. I really would have. Starfish says, Derek, show us your coaching. I think he's pronouncing that cocking.
Yeah. Hey, I found out that the U17s, Derek, lost 2-0 to the U16s.
What? Say that again?
The US U17s lost 2-0 to the US U16s.
Wow. I didn't know there was such a game.
That was a while back, though. It's 2019. I can't find a place that has detailed because they feel like there's a U17 camp almost like every month or every 2 months. Where are all these results being stored at? Because they're not being stored at ussoccer.com.
Oh, you were looking to get me here live on air.
I mean, I already have one. I have where U.S. lost to Honduras 3-1.
Okay, that's only 2 goals, though.
Okay, I mean, Costa Rica still scored 3 against us.
Yeah, but it's not a 3-goal deficit.
Well, I mean, you didn't watch the match. Maybe there was like 5 goals that got called offsides.
And what year was that? Because Honduras has had some good.
Back.
Yeah, Honduras has had some good youth teams back in the day.
I just can't find their overall history. I mean, nobody keeps track of that shit.
I believe they qualified in Olympics over us at some point. For the youth one, not the Olympics. I'm sorry, the youth World Cup. Yeah. Luxia games for $2. Get rid of Turner. Coaching can't be worse. I don't think we're going to see Turner get gotten rid of, but I would have certainly liked to see Schulte or Stefan today. I really would have, although I'm not sure it would have made much difference because the first goal certainly wasn't Turner's fault, and nor was the second. But yes, the loss to Panama, that should have been a save. It was horrible positioning. So there you go. All right. I think we're about done tonight.
Yeah.
All right. We will not be back on Monday because this is the Monday show, essentially. And we've done 3 fucking hours. So I think we filled our quote for at least this week until Thursday. On Thursday, I'm talking to Pete, having Pete come on. I'm going to see what Adam's up to. So we'll probably have somebody on the show to wrap with on Thursday. So go there, be there. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is tonight. I'm going to stay up and watch the Mexico game with Panama. And I'm rooting for my Raul Jimenez, my Fulham brother, to score a goal tonight and win. I know that's not going to be real popular, but I am a Fulham fan, and thus I support Fulham players. Not really rooting for Mexico. I'm just rooting for Raul. Other than that, I think we're done for the night. Make sure you give your stepsister a big fat kiss on the lips from Brett. You can tickle her giblets from me if you want to. And we will be back on Thursday. Until then, it's been a crazy night. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Good night.
That hurt.
I want to play in Europe. What the hell does that mean, right? Because Europe could be Latvia, Luxembourg.
No one's talking about Latvia or Luxembourg, dumbass.
So you don't want to just shove it in there. Start with the smaller finger, especially if this is the first time. Start with the smaller finger and go slow.
I mean, there's a lot of things that need to change.
Honey, eating it is the best thing that you can do for your man.
I want people to realize I'm just human. I'm just human, and I make mistakes.
So this guy, Derek wants to know,